Here we go. Family, are you surprised that somebody who would do this right here and they might mess around and do this right here? And then on top of that, they carry around a whole lot of that right there. Are you surprised that somebody who does all of that will get caught doing something like that right there? We see you, Roland. We've been knew you, Roland, and we about to regulate. Let's cook. Supersize.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.
Yep, they been bussy popping on the shield stand. You already knew it. We already knew it. And family, they in trouble now. Worst thing you could ever do is pop off about certified foundational Black Americans in the grassroots. Simple Simons, shuts ups and votes, and then turn around and have some photos leak about you. Oh, you know you in trouble now, and you know you rocking with the right one. I am Black Alpha. This is the livest chat in the world, the certified hunted, and it's about time to regulate. Family, I ain't got to tell you what it is. You already know what it is, family. When they was out there and they was twerking on stage for Latinos, and they was out there bouncing and bussy popping on the shield stand, and then they was running around here, fam, trying to tell foundational Black Americans what we need, could, should, would, do, vote. Hell to the north, because we already know these people ain't living too good. And facts are coming out every single day on how these people ain't living. And let me tell you something, family. It's worse than you thought it was. Yep. I heard that they got the two-finger poke going on. That's just what I heard, fam. That's word on the curb. Everything I'm saying is alleged. It's alleged that they are Skittles bad community. It is alleged that they PONKs. It's alleged that they bending it over sideways. It's alleged that they out here doing things they ain't got no business doing in front of folks they ain't got no business doing it too. It's all alleged. But the problem is that when you get alleged of those things, your damn show confirmed it for us. To the block. There they go, family. Tasha K came out with some very, very disturbing information. And this disturbing information said things of this sort.
Your time. So the pictures are, hold on real quick. Make sure, we got almost 7,000 people in here, guys. Yeah. Please make sure you are liking this video, please. Absolutely. Okay? We worked very hard on this content here. All right, and we deserve the credit and the love that we deserve. So the first picture that you sent me, he's standing in a doorway.
Yes.
And I can't make this doorway. This looks like an apartment, but you know, the arch is on the door. Yeah. And he has on a shirt that says, if it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention.
What peace is he talking about? Fam, and when you put up a peace sign, don't it have two fingers? Damn, fam, that ain't the piece they thought it was. They talking about another piece. Let's go. Accidentally on purpose. Allegedly confirmed.
Yeah. And he has on a shirt that says, if it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention. Mm-hmm. So his body is shaped like an inverted triangle. Yes. He has a fupa, which means fat over the right. And then he has, of course, hair, and then he has on a G-string, but it has a cuff. And I thought it was leopard print at first, but it looks like army fatigue or money.
Yeah.
But it's barely covering like his big monkey, like his micro penis.
Yeah.
Damn. Fam, they gonna disappear real soon.
Micro penis. Okay?
And he got the catfishing too, because what he did was, right, he put his balls within the pouch so it hung a little bit lower. The nigga got the catfish and look at it. That ain't his penis. Come in.
Damn.
Hey, man, come on, bro.
I'm done with you. I'm not going to do this today.
Look at that.
Okay, so the next, this is from a video still, okay? Mm-hmm. So he's rolling, he has peach fuzz on his hair. He has more hair on his chest and on his balls than he does on his head.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And his stomach is laying to the side, and there's a big ball sack, and then there's a micro penis.
Damn! It ain't no good to be a Democratic shield. Oh, they falling off fast. Oh, family, they falling off fast and bad.
Rolling, he has peach fuzz on his hair. He has more hair on his chest and on his balls than he does on his head.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And his stomach is laying to the side, and there's a big ball sack, and then there's a micro penis.
Damn! I'm just saying, though. Let's keep it 155th and the 3rd. Things ain't looking too good in the hood for them. Oh, they falling off bad, y'all. Oh, we called it. We done said it. FBA certifies. I said we always right. I said we 100 out of 100. We knew that there was some zest going on, didn't we? We knew that the Skittles bag pulled up. We knew the Starburst. We knew the fruit by the foot, the fruit roll up. We knew the whole damn thing, family. Ain't nobody running around here doing all that twerking in front of men, and your ass ain't doing some other activities. Skittles bag activities. Oh, they going down bad, fam. And we're going to get right to it, y'all. We're going to go straight down the line, and we're going to show everybody exactly how this is popping. Roland, I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say it right now. You be careful who you talk about, because you might bump into Petty Murphy, okay? And we might get extra petty today. But this is all a part of the line, fam, and it's all a part of the same game, and the game that we know as Tethergeddon. And Tethergeddon is here to stay. And you see that FBA don't play. But family, this isn't the first time we've seen any of this go on. This ain't the first time, fam, because everybody knows it. They was out here and they was saying some real crazy things back in the old days about this dude. They were saying that perhaps on iPads, people popped up. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, y'all seen it. So family, this is allegation number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, fam. Accidentally on purpose, allegedly confirmed. Fam, how many of y'all remember this?
Play this one for y'all. Check this out.
About your opponent, Donald Trump. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that you have never interacted with him, met him face to face. That's going to change soon. But what I want to ask you about is what he said last month. He suggested that you happened to turn black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
Stop. Something popped on his screen, and I'm not going to show it. Unlike Roland, I don't participate in this filth. But family, right behind that, you're seeing Brad pop up. He had Brad Cheeks on his damn panel. Yes, Brad's Cheeks. Oh, no, we're not done. Watch him, fam. He realizes that it was happening.
about your opponent, Donald Trump. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that
We ain't
you
doing
have never
this.
interacted with him, met him.
His next question.
Any
Same old tired playbook.
He didn't know that it was watching, fam. He tried to play it all slick, didn't he? We know this. Kamala, wait now. Nah. We heard the whole damn thing. We seen the whole damn thing. Keep it a buck, Roland.
never interacted with him, met him.
His next question.
Any
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
Family, somebody explain to me now why Roland had this popping up on his damn screen. Talk to me, FBA. Oh, we getting to it today. I need all the petty pendergrasses in the house tonight to be accounted for. What the hell was that about? And why the hell did that pop up on your iPad, bruzzo? Talk, because you got to go ahead and respond to this. Damn. Popped up, caught. You was caught shield-handed. Yes, the hell you was.
About your opponent, Donald Trump. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that.
Then he noticed, fam, that it was on, and then he tried to stop it. He was like, oh, damn, they got me. Yeah, damn right they got you. Everybody got you. See, I hadn't show that. I had to cover that up because unlike you, I don't participate in that type of Skittles bag filth. Okay, that's Skittles bag filth. I have a broadcast and we have thousands of people who tap in, tune in, and have a great time. We don't have cheeks popping up on our broadcast. That's what you do over there on the Democratic Shield side. That's what you guys specialize in. Do you guys see how they're always running around here talking about foundational Black Americans? But when you look at us, we participate in clean, good, strong activities, and they participate in Skittles bag, fruit by the foot activities. Y'all see the difference between us? Okay. Foundational Black Americans, we done won this one. Okay. We done won this one. Holden, come on. You got people popping up on your iPad. You're out here twerking every Wednesday. And then now you got these leaked photos coming out, strongly alleged, of you bending it over for certain folks to give you the peace sign and you don't want peace. Nah, bruh. Something right there is happening and we know what's really going down. Fam, even further, how many of y'all remember this situation? Very suspect behavior that comes from that Democratic plantation. Remember when Roland said this?
You say what we say at home. So you're right. When you're sitting opposite of Scott Jennings, you got to jump in his ass.
What?
You got to jump in his ass. Jump in his ass. His ass. You gotta push back immediately.
Push back immediately? Jump in what? What's up with this dude in his ASS? He's always inviting people to come and kiss it. He's always talking about jumping in it. Now we find out he's bending over with it. What the hell is going on? It's best that you just come out and address this, Roland. Address it. If you have a problem and you feel that you need help, I'm sure that Joe Biden might help you if he remembers he's Joe Biden. I'm sure Barack Obama might actually answer your call. You dance with Hillary. You done did all that dancing and you can't go to fruit cup therapy. All right. You need Skittles bag therapy and the Democrats won't provide it for you. And you're out here talking about doing this?
Got to jump in his ass.
What?
Jump in his ass. His ass. You gotta push back immediately. Jump in his ass.
Then he licked his lip. Look, fam, he licked his lip at the end. No, he said all of that and then he capped it off with a lip licking. Jermaine Dupri over here saying, I ain't going that damn far. JD said, all I said was vote. I ain't saying nothing about jumping nowhere.
His ass.
Look at he licked.
You say what we say at home. So you're right.
We don't say that at home. You might say that in Haiti, but we don't say that in America. Family, look at your screen, fam. Look at your screen, fam. Tasha K put this out. And then you also start to see other people in media start saying the same thing. This is why it gets real interesting, fam. It says update. Roland Martin's team has confirmed to my team that the stills I received of him appearing with no clothing in a woman's home that's not his wife are 100% authentic. He says he is being extorted. He also proposed that he would be suing if we or any other blog puts out these hilarious images of him appearing to be in a leopard print thong. And Cisco ain't around. I'll be breaking down everything on her show, and she broke it all the way down on her show, and then more people came out, and family, word on the curb and word in the street is, yeah, that's what it is. Family, let's go there, okay? Let's go there. You're running around here talking about being extorted. I'm saying, though, to be extorted, though, means something happened, though. I don't really think we're worried about you being extorted. I think that's after the fact. I think that's secondary. See, fam, these people always run around here and they try to talk down to us. Remember, y'all, Holden is the main one who's always being an attack dog for the Democratic Party. Every time the Democrats do something, he wants to get buck and bold with FBA. You ain't getting buck and bold if you're making it fold, all right? You ain't getting buck and bold with no damn leopard print on. You ain't getting buck and bold with no damn fingers going places where they don't deserve to go. You dig? So this is why we be calling these individuals out, fam. But that's the type of filth that the Democratic establishment puts forth. Shout out to my brother Tariq, certified salute. Tariq put this out right there, family. Damn. Buck breaking two Bussy Bungaloo. Because remember, y'all, Andrew Gillum just had the same exact situation 2 times. Y'all remember with Andrew Gillum when they was trying to make him the new Barack Obama. Y'all remember that, fam? Yeah, and then what ended up happening to him? Oh, I'm telling you now. They don't want the FBA grassroots to get a hold of any of this because it is reckoning time for these people. Oh, they're going to have to feel the damn fire. It's about to get hot out here in these damn Thriz-Neats, as it should be, because they done messed with the wrong certifieds. I can't with that one right there. But that's what's happening, and we watching it all play out. See, family, these individuals are always disrespected. FBA lets you know they ain't got the answers, Sway. They ain't got the answers, okay, Roland? You ain't got the answers, bro. You are in no position to talk about foundational Black Americans. You're in no position to try to play high and mighty. I see you ducking and dodging, but when you come out and you say that it's authentic and you are being extorted, no one cares. Because at the end of the day, you did it, fam. Right now, if somebody goes and they rob a bank and they say, I'm being extorted, we're going to say, okay, well, that's after the fact. But we want to know about that damn bank robbery the same way we want to know about that damn Fizong and that damn leopard print. Okay, better yet, we don't want to know. I think we got our answers. And our answers came from everything that you were doing in the streets or talking. And fam, the streets are not letting it up on hold, and be very, 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 very cautious of who you disrespect in life. Because the people that you disrespect in life, they might see you on the way down. And on the way down with Roland, that has multiple different meanings. But family, there's only one way that you can splice this and watch it.
I know people ain't shocked about the Roland Martin scandal. What? Roland Martin is a Democrat. Those people are sneaky, they're cheaters, and they're freaks. Not to mention thieves, unalivers, and extortionists. Now, his team is telling everybody do not release those pictures because he's being extorted. I just think the man is embarrassed because he was caught in uncompromising positions, getting fingered, and have a little package. Now, I personally don't listen or like Roly-Poly Martin. He's an immigrant who's also an anchor baby, who thinks he speaks for FBAs or indigenous people here in America, and always calling us Simple Simon MFs. Well, who's a Simple Simon now, you impotent low package FUPO?
Damn! Ain't nobody feeling what you saying, Roland.
Lie to me. What comes in the dark, or what's done in the dark, comes in the light. Well, hell, what comes in the light comes in the dark too. Roland Martin, it's funny about your situation right now. You're in a bad one. You caught a bad one. You're in a jam right now. So apparently, talking bad about foundational Black Americans is not good enough. Then all of a sudden now, you want to talk like the Russian bots. A few years ago, you, Joy Reid, and countless others who have been disrespecting the grassroots, the foundational Black Americans, and anybody who has been on some Black empowerment, you've taken the time to utilize the Roland Martin show to constantly land blast and beat upon and browbeat foundational Black Americans because of how we are taking a stance about not voting for the Democrat Party, not voting for the Republicans, and not standing up for migrants due to TPS protection statuses coming to an end. You have been the first person and the loudest person to have something really negative to say about foundational Black Americans. And now you are in a situation where for the second time, you got caught slipping. First, you're watching pornography on a live broadcast of your show. Then, allegedly, there is a sex tape of you and an Instagram model. I mean, Roland, brother, you got a wife you've been married to for years.
Oh, you mean the wife who picked him up after the first wife left him? Oh, yeah, that's the one you're talking about. You mean the one that came after his original one said she wanted to have a baby with a W dude? Oh, yeah, okay, we understand that. Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about. ABK, anti-Black karma, fam, is hitting everybody, and it's real like that, and everybody's seeing it, fam. Consider this to be a confirmed case of these individuals that always disrespect foundational Black Americans, and they always want to come down on us because we say that we're not going to vote for the Democratic establishment. Oh, and boy, do they catch feelings about that. They catch more feelings in a little bit, don't they? Well, damn it, they're going to continue to catch all them feelings because foundational Black Americans, we ain't stopping. This is exactly what's going on with this particular individual. And fam, we've been on this because nobody's more anti-Black American than Roland Martin. Roland Martin is very anti-Black American. Every time he speaks, every time he talks, his whole agenda is that of somebody who is anti-us. Because in reality, fam, this is a little deeper than just Roland Martin and these damn photos. Yeah, no, it gets a little deeper than that, family. And I'm going to tell you what's really happening and what's really going on. Fam, what's really happening is what we predicted a long time ago. This is the Black Democratic shield starting to get cut off. That's what this is, fam. You mean to tell me that this happens and out of nowhere is around the same time that Roland Martin and all these people start trying to hijack foundational Black American grassroots talking points? The same exact time, family, okay? This is what this is really about. Fam, this is coming from his Democratic masters. And his Democratic masters are the ones out there telling Roland, time's up. Time's up, Roland, because you've been running around here and you've been talking bad about foundational Black Americans, disrespecting FBA, and that's only separating us further from the Democratic Party. That's what that is, fam. How many of y'all right now feel that this is coming from the top of the Democratic establishment because Roland Martin has failed to anchor in the FBA vote? And in essence, he's actually pushed FBA even further away. This man attacks the grassroots all damn day long. Don't say nothing about anything. Tries to force and forge these different policies on us. And they seen on election night. And now they're seeing that they're $2 million in debt. Family, this is all because of them. How many of y'all feel the same damn way? Absolutely, fam. I see you. Yep. Damn right. This is what this is, fam. But we've been telling everybody. You ain't got to go back and forth with Democratic shields. Democratic shields, they run their mouth. We don't vote for the Democrats. They get fired. Simple as that. We always had the power. That's why I ain't never tripped, fam. I ain't never tripped on no Democratic shield because I understand that their employment is based on us voting. So when we don't vote, they get fired. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. And that's what's happening right now. What happened, y'all? Tasha K came out and made a statement. She said that these photos were basically old. And it's the same thing with the P. Diddy situation. Well, they'll sit on these stories for a long time, fam, until the time is right. And then they'll drop that receipt on them. That's what happened with Roland. This is Roland getting punished because Roland was running around here doing a lot of things, fam. Roland was doing a lot of things. Let me show y'all what Roland Martin was out here doing. And they done had enough of it. They not paying these people anymore to come out here and disrespect the foundational Black American culture, because disrespecting the foundational Black American culture is something that you're going to have to see about. Let me pull this up for the certified FBA family so y'all can get a real good picture of what I'm talking about. The days of these people running around here disrespecting FBA, that all done came to an end, especially when you got videos like this. Oh, yeah, fam. Oh, he acts like he don't be hearing what we saying, but he do. Y'all remember when he was on stage twerking for Latinos? Watch this.
I thought you want to start twerking.
What?
I thought you want to start twerking.
That right there, family. That right there, family. That is who they want us to follow into the voter booth. Nah, bruh. No. We out here saying we ain't putting on the cape for these folks. This man running around here twerking for them folks. Nah, dog. The boule does not represent certified foundational Black American interests. What the hell is this, Roland? Can't get with it. Never.
I thought you want to start twerking.
No.
You want to start twerking.
Family, and why was the guy sitting there guiding him along? The guy was very, very anxious. I thought he was going to start twerking. Are you going to twerk, huh? Twerk, man. And then he let the guy get on the ground and present him. This is not FBA empowerment because he ain't FBA. This ain't about voting. This is about twerking for Julio, Romero, Gonzalez. Fam, add this on top of the iPad, on top of the photos, on top of talking about jumping in people's backside. You are canceled from speaking about FBA politics. This is a horrible representation. You can represent the failing Democrats, but you can't represent Black America. We like people who are politically literate, who do not jump on stage and start twerking, who do not have Brad's cheeks on their iPads, who do not have leaked leopard skin photos, who do not jump in people's exterior. You can take all of that back to the Democratic Shield land. I'm sure that Andrew Gillum will be right there waiting on you. There it is, family. That's what we're talking about. The man's on there twerking. And that's the person who come around and try to tell us he's got some type of strategy to lead us into the future. This is what it is, fam. And we're going to get straight to it. If you are a Black Democrat or a Black Republican, you got one job. That is to go out and convince Black Americans that liberal or conservative W issues are our issues, make us go to the front line, and none of that's working no more. It ain't working, y'all. This is a direct effect of FBA and the grassroots delineating, regulating, separating. And it came down from the top, y'all. They've been had these photos. I'm going to tell you that today. I'm going to tell you that right now, fam. These photos been out there. They done been had all of these photos, fam, because they seeing him twerking on stage the same way we see him twerking on stage. They saw the damn iPad video, okay? And they said he got one more damn time. This is what the liberals said. They said he got one more damn time. He cannot get Black Americans to vote. He's out here doing all these Skittles bag activities, and he ain't got no damn ratings. Why are we paying this man? Because remember, y'all, Roland is the same dude who took a check from the Kamala Harris campaign. You know, the same Kamala Harris campaign that put the Democrats millions of dollars into debt. He was right there twerking. Yeah, he was. You see it. He was right there twerking, fam. And notice there's a lot of strange characters around here. You got Brad on your iPad. You got iPad Brad. And then you twerking for Julio. Fam, none of this is Black. None of this is Black at all, fam. Everything that you see with Roland out here is always with some outsider. And then when you look, fam, they was out there giving them money like that. $350,000 in September 2024. Fam, they're not breaking you off that bag like that. They're not breaking you off that bag. Fam, you're going to have to get Black Americans to vote if you out there taking that kind of money. You can't be running around here talking about Simple Simon, you stupid fool. That stuff don't work no more. This is the man who's been running around here with a completely outdated approach to try to get foundational Black Americans to jump on board with just voting blue no matter who forever. And the grassroots ain't going with it. And that same ideology is out there and it's crashing out the same way he crashed out with that damn leopard print. Fam, it all goes back together. It all goes back together. And a lot of brothers and sisters out here is knowing that this is coming from the top. And a lot of brothers and sisters out there are knowing that Roland ain't the last one. He's just the next one.
And Roland Martin is not being extorted. He thinks he's being extorted. He is just being getting rid of. Let me tell you something. He is going to be the first in a long line of what looks to be Black Americans who are actually others in positions of power. A few weeks ago, I started seeing videos of news anchors, and all of the topics are the topics that we're talking about. You know what I mean? All the topics are, we can absolutely tell them apart from Black Americans, and we can absolutely woo, woo, woo. And what do y'all give to y'all homeland? You keep saying you built this Black America. You know what I mean? It's not a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. It's about that time. I remember when it first switched to Kamala, right? And she first began to officially run, the amount of hate that Americans got on a global level was astonishing. And the fact that these same people think that in the end they can do a type of love bombing effect towards Americans to make it all stop is asinine. The same thing how they had that Dominican slut on that platform saying for the Democrats and woo woo woo, and then you had her silently protest by showing up to the Super Bowl for the dude who sung everything in Spanish. You feel what I'm saying? While you're having all of those flags of those Hispanic countries all trying to say that we're all American as it pertains to the United States of America. Yes. And now you have this same Dominican slut saying, oh, Black Americans built America. We all Black Americans, everything. You know what I'm saying? Yes. If y'all feel like y'all have been seeing this, yes, y'all are seeing this, and y'all aren't going crazy. If you feel like, I mean, they've been trying to flip the switch and sing another tune, but are they licking our ass, or am I just tripping? You ain't tripping. And Roland Martin is not being.
You better be careful saying that around him. He might take that serious. Listen, you see what we're talking about, family? You see what we're saying? This is the Tethercrats. And the Tethercrats is crashing out, fam. The Tethercrats is going down. See, foundational Black Americans, despite what they may tell you, foundational Black Americans, we got our game up. We're super strong. See, we understand that these people aren't us. These are a bunch of tethers who've been put in position to pretend that they foundational Black Americans so they can get foundational Black Americans to go down the Democratic lane. They've made their bed. The same one that Roland allegedly was in those damn photos laying in, okay? And y'all gonna have to lay there. Y'all gonna have to stay there because FBA, we don't play there. We over here getting money, fam, and we watching all of these people completely get fired, fam. It's going down the line. Enjoy the show. We predicted this right here, fam, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that you're gonna start seeing an influx of Democratic shields that are gonna start losing their job. This came from the top, y'all. This came from the top. Roland right now is rendered useless. He's useless, fam. He doesn't bring in the vote, and he's actually taking people away. I remember hearing just 2 years ago, Mayo liberals, and they said that they'll never win another election as long as Roland Martin is in the picture. But you got to remember why it gets crazy, fam. Roland Martin is not really a part of the Democratic establishment. Let's make this clear. I think people think that Roland Martin works for them. No, he don't. Roland Martin has been done with the Democratic Party ever since he got fired with leaking those questions to Hillary Clinton with Donna Brazile. Yes, the hell it was. And then he ended up going to TV One, and he ended up getting that station canceled. And then he showed up over here on the internet. Roland Martin is not a card-carrying Democrat. You tell me the time you've seen Democrat conventions or Democrat parties or Democratic gatherings where you've seen Roland Martin there together with him. Roland don't be there with them folks, fam. Roland be on the outside doing his little YouTube channel. Roland does not have a job with the Democratic Party, which makes him even more useless to them because they're simply saying this man ain't even invited. Roland ain't been invited to the Democratic plantation or the Democratic convention for a long time because he was shilling for them back then. Okay, these people love being Democrats. They don't like being melanated, and that's cool because we don't like them neither. Okay, understand that. There's a difference between melanin and black, okay? Black is pure, melanin all over the damn place. These are just melanated outsiders, melanated mops, melanated tethers, and they can't speak for FBA. So the fact they can't speak for FBA, fam, this is why FBA's out here winning. Let me show y'all how much we've been telling everybody, how much we've been showing everybody, how much we've been predicting that this was going to happen. Right on down the pike, right on down to the T, right on down to the core. Everybody right now, please, I want y'all to say hello to my brother, Black Alpha. Black Alpha said this a whole damn year ago, and this was about what happens to these Democrats, fam. We predicted it all. Single Democratic Shield knows they're in their last hours, y'all. They are going to come down on every Democratic shield. Trust me, if you look at the shields, y'all, they don't have that confidence. They look like somebody who knows today could be the last day. The Democrats are going to spin the block on all of them. This is what's going to happen. All the Democratic shields, y'all got them eviction notices already on your door. Family, let me tell you. I'm going to go ahead and give you a real alert. I'm going to tell you how this is. How long we've been saying it. You don't like Democratic shields? Don't vote Democrat and they're gone. Trust me, it's already faxed. They already got it in the DMs. It's all locked in. Holy no, he's sweating right now. Lemoyce is tripping right now. Did y'all see Marcus Lemoyce the other day? Did y'all? Fam, look at it. We calling out, fam. This is a year ago. A year ago. Roland knew, but certified foundational Black Americans, we never had her in operation. See the difference, y'all? When these people can't control us, they lose their jobs. Yes. When the Democratic Shield can't get us to vote, they get fired. When tethers cannot tether onto us, they starve. Anytime you pinpointed a foundational Black American talking point, you wanted to act like you were a foundational Black American. Soon as Donald Trump came out and said, you got migrants coming here from the Congo and we're going to deport them as soon as they get here, then she wanted to become Mrs. Congo again. This is what they've been doing. They've been running around here trying to talk on our behalf. They've been trying to speak as if they speak for us. These people are going out the door. In real time, we watching these people fall out because damn. In real time, we watching these people fall out. Family, ain't that exactly what's happening? Ain't that exactly what's going on, fam? I said that. That's a year ago. Matter of fact, that's a year and a half ago. We've been to what it was. It ain't that difficult, fam. This is what's happening. Trust me. They done got that call, fam. And them, all of those photos, fam, I'm telling you right now, there's more photos out there. Fam, there's photos and videos. Trust me, there's photos and videos. I promise you, that's what's going on out there in the streets. They just don't want to talk about it. And the more and more Roland starts popping off, the more and more you're going to see it all play out. Let me show you this right here, fam. He's even got some of his Democratic shields out there. And the Democratic shields are sitting there saying, Roland, why'd you do it, Roland? Oh, man, he's trying to run from the shame, but the shame is running him down.
Where do we begin? First of all, I didn't walk the aisle with Roland Martin. He didn't take no vows with me. So I actually don't care what he's doing in his personal life. He deserves the ridicule if these allegations are true. He deserves to face the embarrassment. I'm not married to him, so I don't care what kind of husband he is. Never once in all the years that I was following him did I zoom in on the things that he was saying about being a good husband. Now,
Boy, these zesties, I've never seen no man go into this whole thing. I'm not married to him. We never dated before. He over here, he know what he really want to say, right? Y'all know what this dude really wants to say? He wants to say, well, I mean, I looked at him twice, but it wasn't like that. He really wants to say that was one time. That's what he really want to say. Man, what's up with these damn Democrats, boy? Man, it's like any moisture on the block. They pulling up anybody who's moist. If you moist, fam, you always got a position with the Democrats. They always saying some sly, sideways, off the cuff stuff. This man's getting a little too detailed on why he feels Roland Martin was wrong. Sound like he feels Roland was right.
He didn't take no vows with me.
What?
So I actually don't care what he's doing in his personal life. He deserves the ridicule if these allegations are true. He deserves to face the embarrassment. I'm not married to him, so I don't care what kind of husband he is. Never once in all the years that I was following him did I zoom in on the things that he was saying about being a good husband. Now, if the allegations are true and he did lay up in there in his damn underoos with his side chick filming him while playing paper, rock, scissors with his butt, he deserves every bit of ridicule that he gets. But that don't have a damn thing to do with his activism or his message about what we collectively as a community are up against. I'm not going to be an apologist for him.
You just did. And it sounds like you might want to be the next one on them damn photos. Family, y'all hear this? Tell me y'all hear all this, fam. Y'all see what they got, fam? They not talking about nothing. What they talking about right now? This is what they talking about? This is their main key point. This man breaking it down. He getting all detailed into everything. Nah, dog. Nah, fam. Democrats, it's bad. I see why they struggling. Yeah, what activism? Fam, I ain't seen no activism with no damn leopard print. You ain't no damn activist. Hell no, you doing a little too much. I bet he wish that people was acting. Ain't nobody acting, Roland. We seeing you for what you're doing, bruh. And it ain't too damn good.
But every single person that is making videos, podcasts, or whatever, coming out of the woodwork, calling out Roland Martin, questioning his integrity, can we trust him, and all these think pieces now all of a sudden, I want you to go into their content and I want you to call them out. Where is your videos about the integrity of Donald Trump and all the Republicans who've cheated on?
No, fam. The Republican deflection is canceled. We're not playing them games no more, fam. The days where everything they do wrong. This man is on camera, busting it wide open, but still walking and talking reckless about FBA. This man is on camera doing all types of foul Skittles bag activities and still talking about FBA. And when you call him out, you expect me to say, oh yeah, hold on, let's talk about J.D. Vance and Trump. No, we talking about you. That's who the hell we talking about. You ain't gonna put this off on the Republicans. It wasn't Donald Trump in that damn leopard damn thong. That wasn't Donald Trump. That's what you was doing.
Questioning his integrity, can we trust him, and all these think pieces now all of a sudden, I want you to go into their content and I want you to call them out. Where is your videos about the integrity of Donald Trump and all the Republicans who've cheated on their wives and had women on the side? And the inappropriateness between J.D. Vance and Kirk. I want all of that smoke to be brought to them, because if you're making content about that, about Roland Martin, and you don't have it about people in the Republican Party, our president of the United States, and you're not questioning anything, and you don't make no videos about that, you're not worried about their scandals.
I'm going to tell you, I'm questioning, do you got a man or woman? Okay, because I think you and Roland might be on that same damn side, fam. That's exactly what this is right here. You know exactly what they talking about. If you don't get the hell up out of here with that one, fam, you mean to tell me, wait, hold up, freeze. You mean to tell me, with all of this smudge and dirt that's coming out about Mr. Roland, about Mr. Roro, They think that we're going to take our focus off of that to focus on J.D. Vance, to focus on Erica Kirk, to focus on Donald Trump. They ain't the one with the leaked photos. We're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about leaked photo Roro. That's what we're going to talk about. Roro with the leaked photo. That's how we're going to talk about it. And you're not going to deflect off onto the Republicans because we're talking about you. You're the one out there dropping it like it's hot. You the one out there with Chad on your iPad and Brad on your iPad. That's the one. So therefore, you going to get that damn energy, fam. This is why foundational Black Americans is watching all of this play out, and foundational Black Americans is letting these folks get all that damn smoke. This is how it should be. Because remember, y'all, us getting our political game up, these people are always the ones trying to run obstacles and hurdles and get in our way and stop and prevent foundational Black Americans from our come up. It ain't happening no more because they falling out. That's what I said before. These people are going, fam, it's going to go one by one by one. See, what ended up happening, y'all, Roland came out the other day and he started talking about the couch being an option, right? Joyless Reed comes out the other day and she starts saying she's not going to vote blue no matter who. They're trying to steal foundational Black American talking points so they can appeal to the grassroots and try to fool us to go vote Democrats. Here's the thing. That ain't working. So on top of the money that they're taking, on top of them not being able to hurdle up foundational Black American votes, and then on top of them being a hindrance to the political party, they all getting written off. Fam, I'm going to tell you right now, and trust me when I tell you this, y'all. When I say right now that the Democrats have been trying to replace the Black vote, they've also been out here trying to replace the Democratic Shield. Yes, indeed. The Democratic Shield just ain't working no more. Think about it, y'all. All the damn Democratic Shields, they on the internet. You got Joyless Reed, okay? She's on the internet. Holden Martin's on the internet. Tiffany Cross, Angela Cry, Andrew Gillum when he's not in the hotel, okay? Because he be out there getting busted out too. When these folks are not on a national syndicated radio or when they're not on national television, their asses are on the internet because they all got fired. And every last one of them aren't in those places because we got them fired. They ain't got nowhere to go, fam. We've been doing work to these damn shields. Oh, they've been getting it. And let me tell y'all why they're so mad and angry and upset, fam. This all goes back to FBA. It all goes back to what we did to that political party, fam. Look at this right here. Did y'all see Clyburn come out? And Clyburn straight up said, we let down Kamala Harris. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. He said Black Americans let her down. Basically, what he's saying is that we didn't vote. Watch this.
What lessons did you take from the Biden administration? Like political lessons. Like, was there any political lesson you think there is to take from an administration whose central goal was to stop Donald Trump's return? And here we are.
And he stopped it.
I mean, you stopped it and enabled, I think some would argue.
Well, when the white vote turned out 71% 2 years ago, and the Black vote turned out 59%, you tell me whose fault that is.
I guess
only 59% of African Americans went to the polls 2 years ago.
He getting mad. Look at him getting mad, family. Oh, the Democrats are shook right now. They shook. This man said he didn't even know what Chat GPT was the other damn day. But he knows how to go on anti-foundational autopilot. They're admitting why they're mad. They're admitting why Roland Martin got leaked photos. They're admitting why they're afraid when midterms is coming up. It's because we have broke that party, literally.
It's tough. For me personally, to blame Black voters for the last election more than it is to blame President Joe Biden.
That's the fact. It wasn't Joe Biden on the ticket. It was Kamala Harris on the ticket.
For 107 days after he decided
to on the ticket.
I guess I just wanted to see if there was a clear political lesson you took from that moment and whether you think something applies in this kind of larger democratic rethink after. But I hear you. You're saying that you think it was a media problem. It was a branding problem. It was a candidate problem.
I didn't say that. The media had nothing to do with that 59%. If that 59% had been 69%, she would have won.
I guess, so is the argument that Black people let Kamala Harris down?
Oh, in many instances, absolutely. If you don't
let Kamala Harris down?
Oh, in many instances, absolutely. If you don't show up to vote, what are you doing?
Is there no valid reason why Black voters could not have felt heard by the last Democratic election? Is there no valid reason that they would have?
There might be. I'd like to know what it is.
You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? Fam, these people are disingenuous. Oh, fam, enjoy the show. Enjoy these people crashing out. This man said there's no valid reason why foundational Black Americans didn't vote for Kamala. And if there are valid reasons, he likes to know what it is. Ain't this the same man that got a post about reparations and he said, stop sloganizing. Why are you fucking with me? Yeah, you ain't gonna play this game like you don't know what we talking about. Man, enjoy them damn leaked photos. Enjoy them damn pink slips. Enjoy that damn eviction. All of the Democratic shields getting cleared out.
Why black voters could not have felt heard by the last Democratic election? Is there no valid reason that they would have?
There might be. I'd like to know what it is.
I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the fact that all of y'all have been canceled. That's what it is. FBA, we didn't cancel everybody. The grassroots is in control, y'all. You're watching them fall off one by one, fam. This is all it. This is why their plantation is in disarray. It's in ruins. FBA did that. Fam, they done had these photos of Roland Martin probably for about 2 to 3 years. And they waited until the midterms came about. See, fam, they're looking at those poll numbers right now with the midterms, and they're not galvanizing anybody. They're not moving the crowd. You're not seeing a good return. That 59% that he's complaining about, fam, they wanted to increase that to 60 to 70 to 80. They want to get that 92%er. They want all of us to be 92%er. And what they're seeing is, fam, with the midterms, the Black American vote is actually going back down further than it did in the general election of 2024. So now they said, grab the phone, put out them damn photos, and warn Roland. Oh, Roland done been warned. That's why you see Clyburn right now. Clyburn said, I don't want that to happen to me. So he out there going extra cape mode. He going extra cape mode, family. Notice this. Y'all remember right after the election, they blamed the Latino vote? How many of you guys remember that? Oh, how easily people forget when all the BS is in the air. How many of y'all remember after the election when the numbers and the statistics and the data all came back in, the Democrats refused to acknowledge it was the black vote going down? What has changed, fam, in only 2 years? Y'all remember that? They went out their way to say, no, black folk did turn out. We still had a good black turnout. It was the Latinos. A lot of people don't remember that, fam. A lot of people forget that they purposely try to place the blame on the Latino vote. Reason why they did that? If they said it was a Latino vote, they can go clean that up. They can clean that up. If they acknowledge that it was the Black Americans that didn't show up, then that means you got to acknowledge this FBA grassroots, no reparations, no vote movement. See, they wanted to avoid the no reparations, no vote, the cut the check. They wanted to avoid that. They wanted to avoid what I did when I pulled up on Kamala Harris or when I pulled up on Andy Beshear. They wanted to get all of that out the way. They couldn't acknowledge that energy because if you did, the next thing you know, you'd have to deal with it. So they did what Democratic shields always do. They stuck their head in the damn sand and they said, Julio did it. Lo and behold, 2 years later, now they're openly admitting it was us. See, family, all you got to do is be FBA certified, stand on business. It'll come back around and get right back to you. Okay. And everything done got right back to us because we always write, family. We write in the moment, we write after the fact, and we write for life. They're upset right now. So they made that phone call. They said Roland got to go. Family, don't be surprised here in the next coming weeks. It get even worse and worse and worse. Don't be surprised if that don't start to snowball even further. Because when you can't hurdle up FBA to go vote for the Democrats and they looking at the midterm paperwork and they saying, wait one damn minute. Not only are the Black Americans not pulling up, guess what else is happening to the Democrats, y'all? The illegal immigrants, a lot of them come over here, and when they do want to vote, they vote for MAGA. So the voter block they try to replace us with, a lot of them go vote for the Republicans anyway. Damn, you've been making a lot of bad decisions. The same way Roland made that bad decision when he thought he could fit that leopard print, okay? That's his word on the curb. I'm just telling you what I heard. But family, bad decision after bad decision, and FBA was always right. So now you're starting to see it come down the pipe. Y'all look at this. If it wasn't bad enough that that's what foundational Black Americans did to the Democratic establishment, I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to show y'all something that has really got them afraid, and I'm going to show y'all something that really there's no coming back from. Y'all look at your screen right now, family. Look at your screen. Family, look at the DNC. Look at the Democratic establishment, family. They only got 2 million left, fam. 18 only got 16, fam. We done broke these people literally. The Democrats are in debt. This is why Roland is getting called out. This is why Roland is getting broken. This is why Clyburn is blaming us. The Democratic Party is in desperate need of cash. The Republicans are building up their money. The Democrats are losing money. If you cannot put the pieces together and see that that's FBA, your ass is blind, and I'm going to clean it up for you. Watch this.
The Democrats are in debt. They are in debt coming into August of an election year. I would say the most important midterm election in our lifetime. They are in debt.
We just got the Democratic National Committee's most recent financial filing, and it's incredibly bleak. The DNC is $2 million in debt, and we're just a few months out from a really important election cycle. This is the exact time in the election season when you'd expect the DNC to be flush with cash and doling out a ton of money to the Democratic Senatorial Committee and the House Committee and important races around the country. But the DNC simply can't do that. They do not have the money.
Well, apparently the Democrats are broke. How you gonna get... Hold on. How you gonna ask for people's votes? You can't even manage your own motherfucking money. You want to manage the world? The fuck's wrong with y'all? They out here telling they politicians not to pay their bills till after the midterm. They robbing Peter to pay Paul and got the audacity to ask you for your motherfucking vote. And there you are. Oh yeah, I pick you. Who's gonna pick a broke ass Paul?
Chuck Schumer knows that the Democrats are in more trouble than the online blue and on crazies would have you to believe. You see, Chuck Schumer is now backing a continuing resolution which will keep the government open through December instead of the government going into a shutdown. And if Schumer's supporting it, it's showing that there is going to be quite a few other Democrats in the U.S. Senate that are supporting it as well. And they know that the Democrat Party is not popular, especially after recent polling covered that Democrats are sitting at about a 23% approval rating nationwide.
23% approval rating nationwide. Family, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Oh, trust me, this got everything to do with Mr. Busted Wide Open. Yep, this got everything to do with Mr. Dance and run around like you working out, but we damn sure know you ain't did that a day in your life. Oh, yes, the hell it does. Yes, it does, fam. Let me tell you something. Those approval ratings, they kind of been keeping them low, ain't they? Notice this, fam. Midterms around the corner. You don't see the Democrats doing what they do. You know, normally the Democrats run around and they start declaring all these victories. Oh, man, it looks good. Election night's coming our way. You don't even see them. If you turn on national television, who's left? I seen Van Jones the other day, and Van Jones was going in on the Democrats. A lot of them shills are trying to jump ship. All right, you got shills jumping ship. Yes, the hell you do. Family, when you start talking about a 23% approval rating, they need us. Fam, the Democratic establishment needs Black Americans to save them more than ever. They need us, fam. When you start talking about going in debt and why they go in debt, fam, they went in debt because of Kamala. Do you guys remember the autopsy report? And they showed that Kamala Harris actually went into debt because she was blowing money on things like Roland Martin. Fam, we in here teaching, reaching, doing all the preaching. We connecting all the dots on spot. Fam, right after the election, if you remember, they put out that autopsy report. And you come to find out that the Kamala Harris campaign was millions of dollars in the hole. I just showed you that they spent $350,000 to Roland Martin, to Conscience Fleroy, and all the other Democratic shills to try to silence us. They got quiet, we got louder, we win, they flee. So every single dollar, every single penny, every single nickel that they spent to try to keep the Democratic shills in power, FBA canceled all of that. So when the next midterm elections pull up, like they are in November, and you see 23% approval rating, and then you see millions more dollars in debt, hell yeah, somebody made that phone call and said, get Roland Martin the hell off of the camera because he needs to get his Mayo wake-up call, and it's happening right now. And family, that ain't the end of it. They came back with more reports, and more reports have showed that it's getting even more bleak for the Democrats. It's getting so bleak for the Democrats right now, family, that their own campaign financer dude is throwing stuff at people. He's having tantrums. He's literally getting snatched up. I wish I was lying, but I ain't.
Embarrassment for the Democratic National Committee. Listen to this. They reportedly lost almost $29,000 to an email scammer who was pretending to be the committee's chairman, Ken Martin. National correspondent Mark Meredith has more on this Democratic dysfunction and reports live in Washington with more on this. And Mark, it has been a brutal week of headlines for the DNC.
And the week's not even over yet, Bill. Good afternoon to you. With the midterms fast approaching, some Democrats think now is not the time to reshuffle party leadership. But as you know, there's been a drip here in Washington, as some on the left do think Chairman Ken Martin needs to go. You may remember he was voted chairman early last year. He certainly dealt with numerous concerns about fundraising, a lack of party strategy in the wake of the last election, and there was that recent New York Times piece which really put things in perspective. The Times saying that Martin's fraying nerves are showing in a peak of frustration in early July, throwing his phone at the desk of a junior aide while upbraiding the person. But Tom, congressional...
Damn! They out there getting violent, family! Family, their campaign financial advisor is out there throwing his phone at people. Y'all notice everybody who disrespects FDA all reaches the same fate? Don't tell me this delineating, regulating, separating ain't spiritual, fam. Because apparently these folks is catching the Holy Ghost.
Democrats say Martin should still stay put.
Yes, the chairman has my full support. What we've seen over the last 18 plus months is that Democrats have won every single meaningful election up and down the ballot across the country during that period of time. And we look forward to our continued partnership.
There's also the reports out that the DNC's debt situation was so dire, the party put its DC headquarters up for a collateral loan. Apparently this has happened in years past, but this all comes as Democrats also face questions about what's next.
Well, I think we always have to look at where things are at and understand that we need to do better. And I think he understands how important it is. The DNC is an important partner and they need to do better. I think they understand that.
But there's some lawmakers who do believe there's time for change, including Congresswoman Escobar, who said there's a number of great Democratic leaders who can very competently, brilliantly, and strategically lead the DNC, and they are all women. Now, Ken Martin is still on the job right now, and he's not avoiding the spotlight. He's still holding meetings, including a meeting just yesterday with Democratic mayors. But as I mentioned, Bill, drip, drip, drip.
The Democrats.
There you go. Oh, fam, this all ties in. Oh, this all ties in. And look at it this way, too, family. They cannot get foundational Black Americans to go and save them. And now they're seeing that the people that they brought in to replace us with, they are gone and they're getting deported. There's literally nowhere to run to, fam. There's nowhere to run to. And how do you know this has been going on for a long time, family? You can look simply back at Mr. Roland Martin. Fam, follow the Democratic shields and you'll see the state of the Democratic plantation. It ain't too good in the hood. Remember when Roland was coming out, family, and he was basically begging for money? He took all that damn money, fam, and he wasted it. All that $300 and some thousand that they gave him, fam, that didn't save him. He didn't get nothing from that. What Roland ended up getting from that, fam? What did Roland Martin end up getting from that? Nothing. It didn't save him at all. And he was coming out basically saying, hey, I'm broke. Because not only do you have these people getting broke down in that aspect, you also have the element of the foundational Black American grassroots. And the grassroots with the media has also shut them down. Y'all remember when Roland came out and Roland said this right here? Oh, yeah, fam, they've been going broke for a long time.
I don't want to have to put shows on hiatus or cancel shows. But let me be perfectly clear. And I got no problem telling you this here. That's a possibility that I may have to cancel 3 or 4 of those shows to knock off about $80,000 to $90,000 in expenses. And so if the money is not there, it leads to cuts. It's as simple as that. So we don't want to have to do that, but that's a real possibility. So your support matters. And so please send your check and money order to P.O. Box 5719.
Check and money order? What is this, 1981? This man was out, he been begging for money, man. Fam, the signs were always there. It ain't went nowhere, fam. It's been that way. You been knew this. We been knew this. There ain't nowhere to go from here, fam. They crashing out. And remember this again. This man is not sponsored by the Democratic Party. This is a man who has no job. This is a man who has been fired multiple times. This is why he's out there and he's begging and ain't nobody coming to do no saving. It is a wrap for Mr. Roland Martin. It has been a wrap for Mr. Roland Martin. It's going to stay a wrap for Mr. Roland Martin. And apparently with these damn photos popping up, he got more of a problem than he originally suspected. But I expect them to know that. And check this out, family. Oh, yeah, that ain't it. Oh, no. I told y'all we about to go all the way in today. There's a lot of other things that have been going on with these Democratic establishment folk and how petrified and nervous they are. Family, you want to talk about petrified and nervous because you can't yield the foundational Black American grassroots vote? Look at this right here. Did y'all see another guy who a lot of folks suspect be on that BUSSY time? Did y'all see when Cory Booker popped up? Matter of fact, look, he's with Don Lemon, fam. Everywhere you go, it's Skittles bag activities, y'all. But they're admitting that the Democrats are in trouble. Watch this.
I feel like Democrats have helped pave the road to the hell we're in right now. I feel like Democrats have helped pave the road to the hell we're in right now. And I think there's a fecklessness that should be unacceptable now for anybody in our party or anybody running for office. There are two things we've got to do. And if we don't get them done, shame on us. I think that we're going to have a good midterm election. I think very possibly, if we do the work, we can end up with Democrats in January of 2029 holding the House, the Senate, and the White House.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
That work starts now. But if we get there and don't do two very big things, we don't deserve to lead anymore. And the first thing is once and for all to end the corruption that is eating away at our country. It's being normalized in Washington. You have a Supreme Court right down the road from where I'm sitting right now that takes unlimited gifts from billionaires who have interest in matters before them. The highest court in the land has the lowest ethics laws. We need to pass bold legislation that puts term limits on Supreme Court members and puts ethics laws that really bind them.
No black agenda. Oh, fam, he said they got to follow these specific things. Listen to what his black agenda is, fam. This is why we don't vote. This is why they're in debt. This is why them photos leaked. And this is why they're going out of business. What else plan do you have?
Number two, part of that answer, that first thing we need to do is end the corruption in Congress. It's on both sides. Senators trading stocks, Citizens United allowing unlimited corporate cash to flow. This is why almost a decade ago I gave up taking corporate PAC money. Last year I said enough. I'm not even going to take issue area PAC money. We need to start showing that we are going to stop this and pass real legislation to get money out of politics and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act to restore voting. We have to do voting free.
No black agenda, no black agenda, no black agenda. This man said get money out of politics, not money for foundational black Americans. No vote. This man said, I ain't going to take no damn money. No vote. And then he said the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. That is your plan. Now you see why your asses is all getting that pink slip.
Freedom and voting equality. And then we have to pass massive laws to never let a president do this again. That's the first thing, a real anti-corruption platform. And then the second thing, because when I go home to Newark, like I'm going to do very soon, we got to make people's lives immediately better and have big, bold ideas. I feel like Democrats have helped pave the road to the hell we're in right now. And I think there's
No, FBA paved that road. Yeah, we done did it. Oh, no, fam. I want y'all to notice what he's doing, right? Y'all notice he's trying to take credit for it? Y'all see that, right? He trying to take credit like, well, we did it to ourselves. No. We did that to you. We did that to you. Okay, that's FBA work, fam. I want y'all to go ahead and rejoice. I want y'all to absorb all of this energy, y'all. All of this energy. I just showed you Clyburn. What Clyburn come out and say? He said that they lost because of us. You just seen Booker. He just came out and he said they ain't got no plan and the path to hell has been paved, okay? Roland Martin somewhere hiding with leopard print on, okay? And about a half a dozen chicken bones left from Popeyes, but that's a whole nother one. Everything that they're putting on the table, y'all, is basically them just saying, we lost. It ain't good. It's down bad. We horrible. And it don't stop there. Fam, the money gone. There's only so much money, dog. There's only so much money, family. They ain't got nothing left. You tell me what they got left, fam. There ain't no paper. FBA, we done took it all, fam. See, that's the thing. They were so much worried about our money, they wasn't focusing on the lack of money that they asses ain't got. See, that's the problem. You're always worrying about FBA. We gonna be all right. We told them, fam. We told them we can show them. We'll show them again. There ain't no money in the Democratic establishment. There ain't no paper over there. They not bending no type of corners. They not getting nothing. And this is why you start to see these people all down bad. And it ain't safe out there for a lot of these Democratic politicians because now they're starting to show up to places and people are starting to challenge them, question them. But while all of that is happening, Black Americans, and you starting to see these people all break down, y'all know one thing that's crazy? Roland's still out there twerking. I ain't lying, fam. He just gonna twerk all damn day long, okay? This is Roland the Stallion. All right, y'all look at this right here. You've seen all of them out there having a hell of a hard time. They upset. They say they down bad. While all of this is going on, family, Roland is still out there doing this. What? No! What the hell is this, Black folks? What the hell out of here. You canceled. Foundational Black Americans done cancel you. Certified Black Society done cancel you. The grassroots done cancel you. And now your Mayo Masters and the Democratic Plantation have canceled you. And while all of that is happening, you doing this.
Some of the podcast.
No! No! What the hell? Fam, is this what was going on them photos, Roland? Is this what was happening in them pictures? Them leaked nudes? Is this what was going on, fam? Oh no! This man can never talk for foundational Black Americans. You can never speak on politics. You might as well just pack up, get you an extra box of KFC, and just go away into despair. Because this here is not cutting it. And it's a wrap, fam. And everywhere they go, yeah, take that stuff back to Haiti. Take that all the way back. Port-au-Prince. Hey, he Port-au-Prince pop locking. Okay? He Port-au-Prince popping it on the handstand. And family, they getting snatched up and rolled up on everywhere they go. Tallarico, they was pulling up on him too. Yeah, they was. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. We done made the block hot for them Democrats.
Stay here. You answer our questions or you suffer the consequences.
So I'm happy to engage. We'll come to here in just a second. I appreciate you.
Or you suffer the consequences.
You stay here or you suffer the consequences. Why is she talking to him like that, family?
We'll come to here in just a second. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you traveling in, and I appreciate you.
No, we need no. I need to know more. Why is she talking to him like that and Roland doing this? I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all, it don't look good, y'all. It's bad for them. That's what we talking about. Family, this is what we mean. This is what we talking about. Every time you turn around, these people are crashing out. They're crashing out, they're crashing and burning, and everything is going in a horrible direction for the Democratic Plantation. And certified FBA done did that. But I want everybody to know, I'm not sure if that lady in that audience, fam, I'm not sure if she was in the grassroots. I think those might have been some Jasmine Crockett supporters. That's what I believe, fam. I believe that might have been some Jasmine Crockett supporters, because what ended up happening, y'all, is Jasmine Crockett ended up losing to Tallarico. And remember, they was all mad. Oh, yeah, there's a hell of a lot of despair and a lot of feuding and fighting going on with the Democratic Plantation. I believe, family, that Jasmine Crockett and a lot of her people aren't going to vote for Tallarico, which means they're going to lose again. And now you're starting to see the other side say these Black Democrats are becoming more of a problem. See, fam, this is a Black Democrat problem. The Black Democrats are a big issue for all of these folks. Yes, the hell they are. Why are the Black Democrats an issue? It's because the Black Democrats this whole time been running around here thinking that they got a seat at the table. Remember all that representation talk? Y'all remember all that, fam? Representation matter now. We need representation. Without representation, we ain't got nothing. Representation is now becoming a problem because in reality, y'all, the white Democrats feel that the Black Democrats forced Kamala Harris on them. Yes, the hell they do. Yes. See, they didn't want Kamala Harris. Remember, Joe Biden didn't want her. And remember, Barack Obama didn't want her. Who was it, fam? It was all those fraternities. It was all those sororities. It was all those tap dancers. It was all them bootlicks. It was all of them that wanted Kamala Harris. That's what it was. And they never wanted that. So as soon as she lost, they just simply blamed the Black Democrats. This is why they don't have a job. You tell me who's the prominent Black Democrat out there. They ain't got none. They don't have any. Why don't they have any? Simply because what I'm talking about. They ended up seeing that they're not doing nothing. You ain't yielded no votes, no nothing. You dumped Kamala Harris on them. Now they dumped into the hole. Now they ain't got no money. And Roland Martin is running around here twerking with leopard print. Will not drop that. We'll continue to say it because Petty Murphy is in here tonight. Okay. And Petty Pendergrass going to show up a little bit later. But family, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's Petty, set, go. And if you're watching all of these Democratic shields out here, fam, one of the main things that you've been seeing is how they've been calling them out. And the fact that they've been calling them out has been very, very bad for them. Oh, yeah. And one of the things, fam, that they are really, genuinely, truly running from is the fact that Democrats don't have a plan for Black Americans. And now they're getting called out because the lack of plan that they said that they had. Family, we've exposed that they've done nothing but tell Black Americans how bad it's going to be. And foundational Black Americans said, no, it's going to be bad for you. Because if you're noticing now, the same Democratic establishment, they're watching people over on the Republican side, and people on the Republican side are taking all of our talking points. Y'all look at this right here. Did y'all see Stephen Miller come out? Family, y'all tell me right now, does this sound exactly like delineation? Who's been listening to us?
They cannot enrich their own countries. They cannot enrich Haiti. They cannot enrich Somalia. They cannot enrich the failed states in Latin America or in Africa or in parts of the Middle East. Somehow, these migrants are not able to make any of their own countries work. And we're told, in fact, their own countries are so unsafe, they cannot live there. But no one can ever explain why their countries are failed, why they're so supposedly or actually unsafe.
I've heard this before, family. I promise y'all I heard this before. This sounds just like when we talk about these failed homelands. Ain't it crazy?
Why it is that it doesn't work. If you allow unlimited migration from the third world to the United States, all that happens is you turn America into the same third world country from which these migrants came. They cannot enrich their...
Damn, family. So wait one damn second here. They talking just like us now, ain't they? Ain't it crazy, y'all? They talking just like, biting our whole style, ain't they? Straight up and down. Straight up. That's all they do. That's all they do, fam. Everybody's watching us. I want y'all to see the effects that we have on everybody. And I want y'all to see how strong we are, fam. Foundational Black Americans, we literally are setting the blueprint when it comes to politics. When it comes to politics, fam, you cannot go anywhere without seeing a foundational Black American fingerprint or blueprint laid out for the world to see. The Democrats are running around here trying to talk about voting couch and no more vote blue no matter who. The Republicans are straight up talking about delineation and people can't fix their homeland. We were the first ones telling these folks to fix their homeland. Now they saying it. These are the people who literally sit back, watch, and they observe what foundational Black Americans are doing. Then they try to duplicate foundational Black Americans. But trust me, fam, can't nobody duplicate what we create. We are out here, y'all. I'm talking about both political parties where we are. Let's go ahead and say this. Let's rewind time back to the last election when people like Roland Martin were running around here telling us that we need to vote for Kamala Harris because she was a Black woman. Did we not win that one, family? I believe we won that battle. Okay, let's fast forward just 2 years later. All them folks is getting deported. The Republicans is talking like us. And you got Roland Martin running around here with a damn leopard printed photo leaking, multiple ones. Joyless Fleece hair still ain't grown back, and she's out here saying that she's not going to vote at all either. Fam, FBA won all of that, and we ain't done winning because that's all we do. And when I tell y'all that's all we do, trust me, the streets been talking, everybody's been saying it, and one thing that everybody realizes now, y'all, is that when it come down to the grassroots and it come down to certified Black society, you're going to have to pick your side. You're going to have to pick your side. See, fam, we're not giving people no more room for all that straddling of the fence. You can't come out here and play both sides and pretend one is one, pretend the other's the other. Nah, bro. No. Because people are simply looking at people like Roland Martin and they saying, well, hold on there, Roland. Ain't you the dude who's always critical of foundational Black Americans? Ain't you always calling us Simple Simon? All right. Well, it ain't too simple no more. Now people are witnessing exactly who the hell they are. Watch this.
Who do you want to speak about?
Rolanda Martin. Let's talk about it. You know what? 2026 is the year of these like so-called Black elites who be like trying to talk down on the Black community and be all these political shields and stuff like that. They are all finding out. Like you saw what happened with the one who was supposed to be Florida governor,
Andrew Gillum.
Yeah, and then Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. All of them are getting exposed for the people that they really are. And now with Roland Martin, much deserved, because I've been sick of him for a long time. And even like, I'm going to say this for those who know me, so I can't name names, but I used to be with an organization where Roland Martin used to be hired as a MC of it. And it's a big event that happens every year. And I remember the board never wanted his ass to be a part of anything that had to do with this event. But the boss I was working for at the time, she wanted it to happen so bad. And I used
look at that, fam. People back then didn't want nothing to do with this dude. He's been fired 6-7 damn times, y'all.
didn't want to know why, and I asked them. They was just like, he's full of shit.
You think he's full of shit? He's not honest or whatnot. So
he's not the man he says that he proclaims to be on television and on his show and stuff. And I haven't watched him for a long time, so I don't even know if he's on TV anymore. He's just like Jamal Bryant. He's just like all of these preachers, these so-called elites who who say they're supposed to be all about Black community lifting us up and stuff like that. Hey. But while they trying to point and look down at everybody else, look at what they're doing.
Who do you want to speak about?
Roland Martin.
Fam, I don't think he come back from this one. I'm going to tell you that today. Fam, I don't believe Roland come back from this. No, I think it's a wrap. Fam. I don't see how Roland comes back from this at all. Even the Shields are coming out here and they going in on him, okay? Because, fam, he ain't been an asset to nobody. You got to remember, he got fired multiple times, okay? Roland, you done seen it. We done got it, fam. You want to run around here, you want to talk about FBI going to talk about you now. Only difference is, fam, we ain't running around here beeping all over the damn place and just stating BS. We out here dropping real facts and receipts. These individuals been talking crazy, and now the same people that they've been talking about are the same exact people who are sitting here chilling, and we get into the money while they're all going after each other. That's the difference between us and them, fam. They going after each other. We sitting back enjoying the show. You seen every last one of these people and all the nonsense that they was talking. And family, they better tell their story walking. Fam, the Vaseline and the baby oil is out here in the streets for them folks. This is what I'm hearing. All right, fam, you ain't gonna come back from we're gonna call this the Vaseline scheme. All right, this is the Vaseline scheme, fam. What are we gonna have to come up with something for this one, fam? Is this the Roland scandal? What is this one, fam? I need my brothers and sisters. Listen, y'all help me out right now. What are we going to call this one, y'all? What are we going to call this? The Burger King Blues? What is this, fam? We're going to have to come up with this one. Is this going to be the leopard skin scandal? What is this one, fam? TV 100 million pounds? This is a real problem out here in these streets. We need to get the understanding. You ain't going to be coming back from this one. No. Because you done stepped on too many toes. And now foundational Black Americans are saying, oh, that's what it is? Got it. Somebody said Johnson & Johnson gate, Boosie gate, Skittle gate. I like that. The Lube Chronicles. Damn. The Lube Chronicles. Damn. Slip and slide scandal. Roland gate. I like that one too. Hell yeah. Swollen, rolling, damn. Queen of Beds, damn. Buddygate, leopard print scandal. Let's get it. Keep them coming, fam. Let's go. BOOTY gate, damn. Slip and slide oil. I see you, stolen ancestors. Much love, beloved. Let's go. The Holding scandal. We can get this all damn day in the field, y'all. Yes. Oh, it's getting real out here, fam. The certifieds is talking. The certifieds is spoke. You can't run from this scandal, Roland. See, what they want to do, y'all, they want this to just go away. Okay, remember the iPad thing? Okay, he's like, I don't maybe talk about it, it just go away. No, fam, we ain't gonna let this one slide. No, fam. When you start talking about the finger poke of doom, okay, how about that one, fam? Okay, is this the finger poke scandal? Well, what we gonna call this one, y'all? This gonna have to be the finger poke. All right, the one behind the Blind Side. When did the movie called The Blind Side? Yeah, The Blind Side. The Blind Side scandal. Fam, this ain't going nowhere. No, we're going to make sure this one stay around, okay? Because the same way that you disrespect foundational Black Americans, call us out our name. Listen, fam, this is the guy who's running around here trying to tell FBA that we don't deserve a hate crime protection. And I take that personally because I've been on the scene of hate crimes, okay? So no. The least we can do is make sure that you got a real good name for this one, all right? And we can make sure this don't ever go away, and we're going to make it go even more viral. If you think that this is the era where you can just maintain silence while everything disappears, you in the wrong time frame. Foundational Black Americans, we see and we hear everything. We do not forget, and we will not forget all that disrespect. No. But family, when we say that the disrespect has been strong, yes, it has. When we say that these people are out here crashing down, yes, the hell they are. But even more so to all of that, fam, these people out here begging for money, and the money ain't rolling in. These people are out here begging for foundational Black American attention. They not getting it. These people are disrespecting this lineage, heritage, and culture that paved the way for them to be here in the first place. Remember, y'all, this is the man who is not from the United States of America. He can say he's from the United States of America. Your people from Haiti. And I'm going to be honest with you. When you're looking at his paperwork, fam, I see far more Haitian paperwork than anything else. And since that's the case, I want y'all to notice that the brothers and sisters in the community, they really going in on this guy. And they ain't playing no games with Mr. Roland. Everybody understands that when you disrespect FBA, it come back full time. Watch this.
You see what happened when you go against the Democratic Party. Look at Roland Martin right now. I don't know if you know this or not, but he got caught, with a young lady wearing a man thong made of leopard skin. I think, I'm not really sure. This woman, I guess he met this big booty Judy on Instagram. I don't know why you're messing with women on Instagram, especially when you kind of, have a platform where you're kind of famous for doing this or doing that. They're always going to put you on blast if you run out of money or you don't pay their money that they believe they deserve. Cool, let's keep it pushing. Remember, Roland Martin said the couch is an option. Sound like FBA. And Joy Reid was saying the same thing. Joy Reid is next. That we should not continue to vote for a political party that do nothing for black people and we get peanut. They were saying it. Sound just like us, because, a couple of years ago, they said we was Russian bots just for action for something tangible. They were saying that, remember? Let's keep it pushing. But he got caught. He's on video actually like laying down with a rose in his mouth, playing with his nipples. Don't quote me on that.
Nipplegate!
The video just said it will come out though. Trust me, that video will be out real soon. Trust me on that one. It might be out right now. Go Google it. But I heard he had like whipped cream on his nipples. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. I could be doing that, that freaky deaky stuff, right? But it goes to show you that when you go against the Democratic Party, they will use every resource to bring you down. And that's what they're doing with Roland Martin. I do not feel sorry for him at all. He cheated on his wife, man. You would never, ever see Dr. No Job trying to holler at somebody that called himself an Instagram model. I would never do that. Never. You don't catch me like that. And I don't know why he put himself on video. You're going to allow that woman who an Instagram model, them females always looking for a come up. And I mean the word female too. Them females always looking for a come up.
Oh, wait one damn minute. Hold up, family. Damn. What cream got involved? Damn. But you know what, family? Doing the research for this broadcast, petty alert, doing the research for this broadcast, I came across a very disturbing video. Fam, I think there may be more than one suspect. Petty alert. I believe, family, that this is a multi-democratic shield apparatus. And I believe that there's some more democratic shields, and I believe that more and more people are going to come out. And I believe that we're going to find out very, very soon, y'all, that it wasn't just Roland. No, I believe that we're going to find out that there were other characters that perhaps maybe coulda, woulda, shoulda been involved. We'll wait till the facts come out. We don't know yet. But family, let me show you a video that kind of stood out to me about some of the behavior that's going on. Family, I right now want the Democratic Party to explain the type of filth and the type of Skittles bag activities that goes on their plantation. I need them right now. You got 24 hours to respond, Democrats, because you're looking real funny in the light. Y'all look at this photo that I came across. There's actually a video. And I seen another person in there that we're kind of skeptical about. And him and Roland seem to be sharing a moment. Y'all remember Jamal Bryant? Y'all remember Jamal Bryant? Yes, Democrats, your filth is not good for the children. Kids are watching. Roland, kids are watching. Okay, actually, man, nobody's really watching your show. But let's just say kids might watch, okay? If kids should watch, they would see this type of filthy behavior that you're doing. Family, these are degenerates. But family, notice what we heard the individual was doing to Roland Martin. Notice the type of posture that Jamal Bryant is taking right here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Black Alpha's going there. Yep, turn up the volume, family. We're about to rock. Family, look at what Jamal Bryant is doing and look what he's pointing. And then think about what we heard was happening to Roland Martin. Put two and two together and we may have something here. Maybe we solve the case.
Look at this. Look at this. He can't. He can't. He can't. He can't.
Wow, fam, he's showing you. Fam, he said not one, not two, but 3 fingers. Oh, and he's happy about it too, fam. What the hell is going on the Democratic plantation, y'all? There is just too much punctified energy. If one wasn't enough, family, if one wasn't bad enough, if Roland's suit wasn't bad enough, what the hell are they doing?
Look at this. Look at this.
Then he pointed at Roland. Fam, he said, I got this finger, with him.
Look at this.
Then he pointed. Look.
He can't. He can't. He can't. He can't. That's nice. But he don't even let me.
Family, let's investigate this a little further. We found some very disturbing photographs. Fam, why is Jamal Bryant posting up with his fingers? I'm just saying, if there's anybody on the planet Earth that you don't need to be highlighting your fingers around, it's somebody with this type of allegation, okay? How about this photo right here? Black Americans? Oh, he's saying, look what I just did. He's tightening up. What about this one right here, Black Americans? Another, whoa! 1, 2, 3 little pokes. Uh-oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Stop for a second. What about this one right here, family? He said, that's my guy. Fam, they're doing a lot of strange things on that Democratic plantation. There's a hell of a lot of oddballs going on over there. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I know for certain. One thing for certain is that ain't no grassroots energy over there, family. Nah, they got some other type of energy. But Jamal Bryant, I think you got 24 hours to acknowledge these damn allegations. Because you looking real funny as if you weren't already in the light as well. I mean, picture after picture. I mean, photo after photo. And this is what we have to see here. I don't like what I'm seeing from these Democrats. It's very, very alarming what I'm seeing from these Democrats. So the fact that we put all of that together, family, and the fact that we put all of those receipts on the damn table, maybe, and I do mean this, family, maybe, just maybe, this is what Roland was doing, why Jamal Bryant was doing that. There you go, family. That right. I told y'all, petty alert in the building. Petty alert is here. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I said it. Damn right I said it. Whatever they said, I said it. You know what it is. Oh, everybody getting that smoke, family. I remember all the disrespect, all the talk. And we one of the ones over there twerking on the wall. Fam, this man done twerk on Latinos. This man done twerk on W's on the golf course. This man twerking on the wall. You know why he twerked on that damn wall, don't you? You know why? Because that wall was white, just like his friends. Too much, fam. I'm just saying, dog. Let's keep it $1.50. That's you doing all that. That's that tether behavior. That's that Skittles bag activity. That's the I'm not a foundational Black American and I wish I was. But you can't, but you won't, and you ain't. So you see right there what I'm talking about. But fam, I want you to remember this. This is the type of individual that we're talking about. This is who is getting all of this damn smoke. Yeah. With Twerkgate. Fam, this man has been disrespecting foundational Black Americans. Watch this right here.
Is dumb as hell. Because see, a whole bunch of Black people did the same bullshit in 2016, but the same fools, and there were some Black folks who were fools, but some Black folks fell for this bullshit. If you don't know how to use Google, shut the hell up. This dumbass, asinine question get y'all caught up in bullshit with Kamala Harris. I'm not going to play these games trivializing Black politicians. And the last thing, for all y'all folks out here who running around talking about, is she Black enough? Y'all can kiss my ass too. Now y'all can sit here, ask these dumbass, silly questions.
Kiss my entire ass.
What? Fam, this man always inviting somebody somewhere back there. You need help, dog.
And I said, it's real simple. Shut up and vote. Shut up and vote.
shut up and vote. Y'all want to see some silly shit? Y'all look like the biggest fools in America. Always got some idiots out there. You actually had this fool who is black. Like, I'm not dealing with them with them FBA nuts. The first fucking hate crimes law. So for all you simple Simons out there who are sitting here going, oh my God, we've never had a hate crimes law for us. This is what happens, y'all, when y'all listen to people who are full of shit, to have the audacity to say, Roland, why you ain't covered this stuff? Because your punk ass don't watch.
Y'all see this right here? This is what we talking about. Oh, this is why we regulating. Who else in them damn photos holding? Who else in them photos? What more photos is out there? Yeah. Oh, full-time smoke. Full-time. Yeah. This is what we talking about. Oh, there's more. Oh, trust me, fam. Oh, more and more and more gonna come out in the next coming days. ABK gonna be coming swiftly. ABK gonna be knocking on that damn door, kicking that door in, and he ain't gonna have nowhere to go, family. Nowhere to go. This is what it is, and this is why we checking them.
You dumbasses, don't come at me with the bullshit, and you ain't read nothing.
Hold on, stop. Don't come on my show. No, Lee. Don't come on my show with bullshit.
Y'all see how this man talks about black Americans? Now do you see why black Americans is seeing all that Skittles bag behavior that's going on out there in his community, in his household, on his set? And y'all see why we checking them? You damn right we are. That's exactly what it is. That's who you dealing with. That's who you dealing with, family. But you know, more developments come out, and the more they get checked, fam, they ain't got nowhere to run, fam. It's all over for them, fam. See, FBA, we watch all of those things and we understand what people say. And we also understand the intentions on why they say it. What it is that you failed at your job, okay? The same way you failed when that first W woman that you was trying to holler at back in the day, okay, she went somewhere else, and then that sister went somewhere else, and just everybody goes somewhere else, and you about to go somewhere else. So it's about to be a somewhere else scandal, and you're probably going to be doing some somewhere else energy with somebody other than who you came with. Because Roland the type of guy that pulls up with these other folks, and then he ends up leaving with a Jamal Bryant or with an Andrew Gillum. That's what it is. Let me show y'all even further why FBA certified all the time are saying it for what it is and speaking what the hell we feel and letting everybody know what's all the way real. The more and more these people talk about FBA, the more they got to find out we was right the whole damn time. And not only are we right, fam, we going to let you know we right. You damn right we are. Because that's the difference between us then and us now. This lineage, heritage, and culture moves way more solid. Look at this, fam. They out here clowning this man in the street. They clowning in the street, fam, and they hearing Simple Simon Gate. I like that. They talking real.
In between his, like she's laying sideways in between his legs. She has two fingers going in his butthole as the other.
What? Oh, hell no, cuz.
In between his, like she's laying.
What? Oh, hell no, cuz.
In between his, like.
Damn, hold it. They talking crazy about you, dog. Damn, they clowning you. What's really good in the hood?
What? Oh, hell no, cuz.
Damn. Oh, it's bad for you, dog. Oh, it done got very, very bad. They out there clowning. But, hey, that's how it go down. Family, something happened the other day. How many of you guys seen that story that popped up with that Sydney Star individual? Y'all know who that is? Y'all know that Sydney Star individual who's one of them PONKs and the person that took a picture with Chingy and ended up getting Chingy's career ruined? Did y'all hear about that individual that ended up getting arrested for doing some activities with a younger person that they shouldn't have? Fam, let me show y'all for those who don't know. This is what I'm talking about this Sydney Star individual. Let me show y'all right here. Y'all seen that? Okay. This right here is the individual who's a dude who been running around here acting like he is not a dude. And this is the person that ran around here and took a picture with Chingy and ended up getting Chingy's career ruined. This individual just got arrested the other day for being involved with a young person. Let's just say that. Okay. You see the picture on the right when these folks be trying to dolly up? Somebody on the internet said that mugshot looked like his name is Lorenzo. Said that damn person looked like their name is Lorenzo. Well, family, isn't it kind of crazy that that situation ended up coming out the same week that the Roland Martin situation popped up? Isn't it kind of crazy? You got that happen, and then you got the Roland Martin situation. Family, hey, you know Black Alpha, I'm only going to try to put 2 and 2 together. You have the Sydney Star, okay, a.k.a. Lorenzo Jones, grown-ass man, and then you have Roland Martin with the 3 fingers of doom. Maybe, just maybe, family, that is the other element, the other piece of this puzzle that folks have been missing. Family, Black Alpha gonna go all the way there. But before I go there, I gotta go here. Watch me. Family, I done put it together, y'all. I done put it together. You got Sydney, Lorenzo Starr, and Roland Martin. There it goes, fam. I knew it. I just knew it in my certified foundational Black American mind that there was far more to this story. I knew that they was bending it over. I knew they was on the handstand. I knew they was flip-flopping. I knew that they was getting entangled. I knew they was tangled up. I knew it the whole damn time. And all my certifieds knew it the whole damn time. So the Democratic Shields lose. Roland lost. The TV One guy lost. All of the people on his panel lost. The Skittles bag lost. They all lost. And foundational Black Americans, we've always been the boss. There you go, family. He looks shocked and surprised, but he looks happy. And so does Lorenzo. Roro and Lorenzo. And they got leaked photos. But hey, foundational Black Americans, we just telling you what we heard, all allegedly. Family, that's what I'm talking about. And this is why these individuals is broke down. This is why they're in hiding. And that right there is the end of Roland. It's all over. Roland's going to have a great time and a great career with Lorenzo or with John or with Jamal Bryant or with Andrew Gillum. And I'm sure it's going to be a match made in bussy affairs. But foundational Black Americans, we're going to be over here getting to the bag, getting to the money, focus on what we focus on because we was going to get it any goddamn way. So from Bussygate, yep. From the 3-finger pokes of doom, yep. From the leopard skin affair and with the bootlicking entanglement, they're going to go do all of that over there on that filth fest called the Democratic Plantation. And foundational Black Americans, we just going to continue to dominate. Family, we out here dominating so strong. So many people are running around here and they're upset, okay? And we don't give a damn. And foundational Black Americans are out here balling and we don't give a damn what they think. You got a lot of people right now are so mad, family, that they're admitting why they're so upset, why they're always crashing out, and why they wish that they was us. Yes, fam, now they're openly admitting that they wish foundational Black Americans will lose our citizenship because y'all know that's what it's always been about, right? Y'all know what that always is. They all go in these tailspins and then they all crash out because they understand that foundational Black Americans, we not only are the dominators, we not only the regulators, man, we are the OGs out here in these streets. Let me show y'all exactly why we are in full control and full demand. And let me show y'all exactly why foundational Black Americans are shutting it down. That go for everybody. So from certified foundational Black Americans to all my other certified foundational Black Americans, full-time regulating. And for Roland Martin, you go ahead and enjoy your bussy gate because you've been fake and you can close the gate. Let me show y'all this, what I'm talking about. Fam, they out here melting down and they got a message to FBA. Y'all listen to this. Watch.
Know it. You know it. You would not stay in America. You would not have citizenship. They'd strip that shit from you and get you the fuck up out of here. All that goofy shit y'all claiming is insane. If you were given citizenship here, you had to fight for it. You think if they repealed that shit, you would qualify? Y'all stupid. You're not equal to these white people. This is a white country. This is a white country. White rules, white power structure. You are still a guest in a house they made us build. And y'all are doing the same anti-black shit that they do, telling me because my mother's white, I can't call myself black because my father's black. Y'all sound like them. You sound stupid. You sound like one of their fucking heels. Know it. You know it.
Oh, fam, this is the Mayo Mama Chronicles right here. Y'all see? You see what he's saying, family? See what it is? He got an allegiance to that mama. That's what it is, fam. And I question if his dad's a black American. His dad is probably an African. Fam, this might be Obama. This might be an Obama right here, family. Yeah. Mayo Mama. And probably an African or Caribbean dad.
You would not stay in America. You would not have citizenship. They'd strip that shit from you and get you the fuck up out of here. All that goofy shit y'all claiming is insane. If you were given citizenship here, you had to fight for it.
No, we didn't. Foundational Black Americans always had our citizenship. And when did fighting for anything become a bad thing? Notice this man talking about fighting like it's wrong. You had to fight. Of course we had to fight. That's what happens when you're in the system of supremacy. That's what happens when you're with deplorable people. You fight and then you get your rights. You fight for your rights. He talking about fighting like it's a bad thing. Yeah, hey, this man's dad's a tether.
Build. And y'all are doing the same anti-black shit that they do, telling me because my mother's white, I can't call myself black because my father's black. Y'all sound like them. You sound stupid. You sound like one of their fucking heels.
No, and we sound like we're winning, and you sound like you're having a meltdown because your Mayo mommy cannot save you. That's what that is. Y'all see what's going on, right? Y'all see what's happening with these people? Y'all see what we're talking about? Everybody's worried about our citizenship. Fam, you can add the mulattoes to it. See, fam, I want a term. I'm going to put out a term on the table, and I want you guys to follow me now with this term, okay? Because mulattoes seem to be a conversation a lot of people get tangled onto, right? Family, I like the term a Mayo mulatto. Remember that, okay? I want y'all to mark that down. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to assist me. Give me the credentials of a Mayo mulatto. What do you think a Mayo mulatto should consist of, all right? Because we got to put a line in the sand with people like that, okay? That's what Barack Obama was. He was a Mayo mulatto. He was half Mayo mulatto, and he was full-time tether, okay? That's what it is. Because a lot of times these people with these dual allegiances, okay, and they got Mayo mulatto mamas, okay, or Mayo mulatto daddies, they try to dump that off on the foundational Black Americans. Exactly. Okay, you say that, okay. Yep. Okay, I'm rocking with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. See, that's why we putting a line in the sand. Everything's got to be gate kept. Everything's got to be regulated. We got to keep all that negative vibe on the outside. You dig? And that's what we're doing right now, family. Yeah, that's a Mayo mulatto. All right. And this is why he's out there and he's crashing out, because he understands that his father has to go. All right. He understands his daddy's got to leave. All right. His dad's, I promise you, his dad is a Kenyan, or his dad is from Mali. His dad ain't from no damn USA. I guarantee you that. I promise you that is not the case. And when I tell y'all a lot of people that have been running around here perpetuating all of that, it's the same exact thing. See, they want to be foundational Black Americans, so they upset with it. Let me show y'all right here what I'm talking about. Yeah, FBA all damn day. Let me show y'all even more further people who are mad. They're always worrying about our citizenship. Everybody's worried about our citizenship, fam. I want y'all to remember that. The root of this era is people who are trying to stop us. Let me tell you something. The reason why they want foundational Black Americans to be Africans is because they don't want foundational Black Americans to be American. They want foundational Black Americans to not have a claim to the United States. That's what all of this is about. That's why Roland Martin was running around here getting paid to try to perpetuate those lies on us. It didn't work out for him. He's canceled. Done. And then when you add everybody else to the fray, they canceled and done. And family, they sending out anybody that they can possibly find to perpetuate these lies. Y'all remember this dude right here? Did we not give this dude the work just the other day? Family, y'all know when they come over here and they say work hard, the nigga? Y'all know when they say that? Family, y'all look at Godfrey and watch what he talks about how Nigerians are the most educated people. Watch this.
I want to give a shout out to Nigerian Americans, because I read an article that they are the most educated in America amongst immigrants, in U.S. groups. They're the most educated, immigrants. Of course, listen, I'm sure there's some Indian people and Asians will maybe dispute that, but I just read it. But first of all, Indians get down, Asians get down. So I just read that children from Nigerian immigrant parents in America have the highest, like 64% of the highest degrees and all of that. You know, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm proud to be a Nigerian American because Nigerian Americans don't usually get a voice. You know what I mean? They usually don't get a voice because Nigerians from Nigeria will say you're not Nigerian enough. Nigerians from England, I think they think they're more Nigerian than us, but we have been here since the 60s.
Fam, since the 60s, because you know that's so long ago. Oh, man, I mean, the 60s was just ancient, right? Notice, fam, that he's trying to talk about the Nigerians here in America. Watch this.
And all of that. You know, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm proud to be a Nigerian American because Nigerian Americans don't usually get a voice. You know what I mean? They usually don't get a voice because Nigerians from Nigeria will say you're not Nigerian enough. Nigerians from England, I think they think they're more Nigerian than us, but we have been here since the 60s. Nigerian Americans have been around, and should get the respect they deserve. And shout out to Niger all over the world, but especially in the U.S., man. Way to go, dudes. Way to rock, Niger. Niger Quenu, man. Evo Quenu. Let's go. I want to give a shout out.
What the hell was that? Fam, that got real lame, didn't it? Didn't it get real lame? See, y'all notice now how a lot of his African rhetoric is coming to play. Fam, he went full tether time, didn't he? Didn't he go full tether time right there, family? Okay, let's make this clear. These Nigerians, they're not the most educated people who come here to the United States of America. Let's make that straight. And also, these people aren't doing better than foundational Black Americans. We already put an end to all of that. We done already debunked all that. That is nothing more than a lie that they try to put off on all of these immigrants to build them up, to make them think that they're not coming over here and getting assistance. Family, all of these people are getting broke down. When Donald Trump literally spends a year and a half focusing on all of these different aspects and all these different areas where immigrants are receiving social programs, social money, social uplifts, social expansions, then how the hell are they doing so good and better than everybody else, right? That ain't nothing more than them trying to prop them folks up and give them something that they don't really deserve and they ain't really earned. We understand that. And this is what you see with him, because now he's starting to realize that a lot of these groups that come over here, they really are faltering and they ain't really standing on nothing. That's what foundational Black Americans have been doing, fam. We've been bankrupting people, and we've been making this crystal clear that if you are running around here telling any lie and it comes across our table and spills onto our plate, you going to get that work. So basically, fam, I believe we checked him, and I think he's going full tether. Fam, ain't that what it really is, y'all? Y'all see that? It looked like Godfrey is just going full tether now. That's what it is. Fam, he ain't even trying no more. He ain't even trying no more, fam. When you come out telling us, I'm proud to be an American Nigerian and all this, notice he start talking about the Indians get down to and the Asians get down to. Fam, FBA has regulated and checked Godfrey so much that he just being exactly what he always was, a full-time tether. He ain't even playing no more, fam. He just standing in the tether space because he understands there's no place for him in the FBA space. The grassroots ran his ass all the way back across that border. So go ahead and be the tether that you always were. And FBA, we're going to be the certifieds that we already were. Let me show y'all even more what I'm talking about. When these people run their mouth, fam, from their homelands, y'all look at this right here. This is what's going on with a lot of them Caribbean folks that always got their mouth open about foundational Black Americans. Look how them people are living, Black Americans. Look how every single thing that they're always talking about, you guys sound like the oppressor. You guys sound like this. How come you ain't talking about all of them damn minerals and resources that the damn queen went over there and just snatched out your damn hood? But you ain't talking about that though, are you? They skipping over the fact that all of them folks done got everything taken away from them because they so worried about foundational Black Americans. I'm here to tell you, FBA ain't your problem. That's your damn problem. And now they got another problem. And this problem, family, is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Remember, fam, let me pull this up for you. We told everybody that it was about to get real, right? We told everybody that they better run tether, run tether, run. Well, family, it's going to be quite hard as hell to run tether when your tether ass has a damn ankle monitor. Yep. Family, now the Trump administration has put ankle monitors on Haitians. Yes, all of those Haitians that were up there in Ohio and were talking real reckless and were out there trying to blend in and pretend that they was foundational Black Americans. Family, do you know now that the Trump administration has placed ankle monitors on them? Yes, they are officially being captured and officially being monitored. They are officially being stuck and they are officially out of luck. Y'all look at this right here. Tell me how you feel, fam. Do y'all agree with the ankle monitors? Because I do. Do you agree that they can no longer try to flee? Do you agree that it's about to get down bad, even worse than it already was? If you down with all of that, then, fam, we got a lot to talk about. This is what we mean, family, when we say that these individuals got a hard time. They done put the ankle monitors on them. And, fam, they're trying to say, well, this is like slavery. This is like slavery. Even when your ass got an ankle monitor on you, even when you get snatched up and you can't even run, Tether, because you're going to fall, you still trying to bring up slavery. Well, guess what, though? It ain't working. Because guess what? We handle what happened to our ancestors. You don't handle what happens to your ancestors, same way you don't handle that damn ankle monitor. This ain't got nothing to do with slavery. This got everything to do with your ass about to get deported. Nice try. Try again. Look at this, fam. Oh, they mad as hell. Oh, they mad. And I don't give a damn.
The Trump administration has begun to put shackles on Black people. Last week, temporary protected status for Haitian immigrants living in the United States officially ended after the Supreme Court allowed the Trump administration to end the program. Now, hundreds of thousands of Haitians that were living in the United States legally are at risk of deportation. Haitians in Ohio were instructed to begin showing up to ICE field offices. Then they were instructed to wear ankle monitors that would track their location and restrict their movement. They can't travel farther than 75 miles away from their registered address while ICE considers whether or not they are going to be deported. Not only is this cruel and inhumane because these people up until last Tuesday were living in the United States legally, and were allowed to work and pay taxes and contribute to their communities and provide for their families. And now they've become undocumented overnight. But advocates in Ohio have pointed out the fact that anti-Haitianism and anti-immigrant rhetoric in places like Springfield, Ohio, thanks to Donald Trump, has increased. And now you are putting ankle monitors on people, exposing them to the public. And people are afraid that not only will they be deported, but in the meantime, they can be targeted because of their status. Community members in Ohio said this is disturbing because these ankle monitors remind them of shackles and of slavery.
Slaves were shackled. This is shackling. This is modern day shackling.
And that's exactly
No, it ain't. This is modern day deportations. This ain't got nothing to do with slavery. Fam, that's all they know how to do. They always trying to bring up FBA, invoke us. Fam, all they do is just pick an era of time of Black Americans and then try to attach themselves to it. This your ass. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
Supposed to be. Cruelty is the point with this administration.
I want y'all to hear me. Haitians in Springfield, Ohio are now being required to wear ankle monitors. Yes, ankle monitors so ICE can track them. We all know the temporary protection status for Haitians ended, I think, last week, and a lot of them have been scared. Well, ICE is now ramping up on them, and they're starting in Springfield, Ohio.
God damn, boy, her teeth are sharp as hell. Her damn teeth cutting up the goddamn screen. Talk slow. Jeez, goodness, boy, she got a goddamn can opener in her mouth. Jeez, oh goodness, boy, that's what they giving y'all Democratic shields? Damn, get some braces, not a can opener. Her teeth sharp as hell, fam. I don't know, I might want to put up a shield or something. She's slicing and dicing every time she speaks. Damn Democratic shield. My mama checked her on Instagram, or my mama checked her on TikTok. My mama checked her everywhere, so she ain't ish any goddamn way.
Them to show up at the ICE office in Blue Ash, Ohio. Community advocates said more than a dozen Haitians were required to wear an ankle monitor when they left that facility. They were also given future immigration court dates like 30 days out. Those ankle monitors are also for tracking. Haitians that have those ankle monitors, they're not allowed to go 75 miles outside of their home. So if they go past 75 miles of their residence, they will be picked up. This is what they're calling an ICE alternative detention. And if they have to travel 75 miles from their home, they need permission. Now, failing to follow these rules or not showing up to your court date will either get you deported or put.
Hey, you ain't lying. You got Jaws up in here. 007. Goodness gracious, family. Boy, she be popping open cans. She be popping over damn bottles, beer. Fam, you don't even need no can opener with this one. She'll pop open a whole goddamn fleet. Jesus.
put in ICE detention for real. But doesn't this shit sound familiar? Given the tattoo on the arm.
I read a report that in Springfield, Ohio, Haitians are being asked to wear ankle monitors. And baby, the ICE agents are the ones that are putting these ankle monitors on them. They're being called in for in-person checkups, and then they're leaving with ankle monitors. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
I know what to say. Goodbye. And by the way, one of y'all in the chat said, baby shark, do, 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 do. Damn, that's Democratic Shield Shark.
What to say. Ankle monitors.
Damn right, ankle monitors. You damn Skippy. That's exactly what happens. Because, fam, wait a minute now. Wait. How many Americans get ankle monitors when they're on house arrest? Oh, nobody talks about that. Notice, family, you have prisons right here in the United States of America where you have prisoners who have been railroaded and are stuck there and deal with the worst conditions. People actually get unalived in prisons full of black people. No one ever says nothing about the prison conditions. Let one person have a damn headache at an ICE detention center, and then they want to bring the cameras in there and talk about how bad it is. They won't talk about the conditions of prisons, but yet they'll talk about the condition of an ICE center. They won't talk about how many people are getting ankle monitors around their ankles because of house arrest, but you want to talk about it happening to Haitians. Well, what do you want? These people gave you an opportunity to go home. Fam, they'd rather take an ankle monitor than just self-deport. They'll cry before they'll self-deport. They'll take an ankle monitor before they'll self-deport. They'll run and hide before they'll self-deport. Everything other than going home. We don't give a damn about you talking about an ankle monitor, okay? That's been going on for years with folks who are on probation, all right? Your ass can get in trouble for a minor detail, get an ankle monitor, and be on house arrest. They don't talk about that, though. No. You on your own, all right? That's what it is. They're always trying to exaggerate how it is. Oh my God, ankle monitors. Oh, this is slavery again. Then I guess everybody who's been on house arrest has been slavery, okay? I guess that's what it is, since they like to just throw it around. Or is it that you're trying to use FBA and you didn't think FBA would be right here and we would be checking you, so you and your ankle monitor got to deal with it all by yourself. That's the difference between certifieds and them, fam. Oh, they out there really trying real hard and it just ain't working. Let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about. Yeah, they really think that people are going to like give them some sympathy or something. No, there will be no sympathy. There will be no sympathy for none of that, because guess what? You came into this country unlawfully. And since you did, you on your own. But they trying it.
Reminds me of slavery. That's what they did with slaves. If you go to any place, you will see historically slaves were shackled. This is shackling. This is modern day shackling. And when I saw the ankle bracelet, I said, this is how slaves felt. And we're making human.
This is how slaves felt. So these people are being torn apart. They're being sold. They're being lynched and all of that. Y'all see how quick these people disrespect us? See, the days of this is done. The days of this is done, family. Folks ain't going to run around no more and just start bringing up all the hardships that our people done been through and think it's sweet. These days is over with. This ain't got nothing to do with slavery. You talking about illegal immigrants. Go home. How about that one? Go ahead and just go back to your homeland and deal with it.
And when I saw the ankle bracelet, I said, this is how slaves felt. And we're making human beings feel like animals. We're making them feel like modern day slavery in America, which is supposed to be the land of the free and the brave. This is despicable. God does not like it. Our God is not smiling kindly on what we're doing to these people today. Our community cares, and we see people as neighbors and not as enemies. I don't know what's happened to our country. We used to be a country that cared about people, but now I see that people are showing up and saying,
notice, fam, she said this is like slavery, which is bad, but she said we used to be a country where everybody liked each other. Y'all see how they don't even make no sense? 1 minute she's saying we were a country where everybody liked each other, and then the second before that she brought up slavery, okay? Y'all see how they don't make no sense? The only thing they know is how to try to take and invoke foundational Black Americans to everything they do. Quit trying to mooch and leech off of FBA. It ain't working for you. It ain't working. It ain't getting your favorite politician elected. It ain't getting them damn ankle monitors snapped off. And it ain't getting you a one-time stay here in the United States. You're going home. Okay? Just ain't working, fam. Fam, they keep trying it. They keep on keeping on with trying to bring up FBA, and it ain't working. You're losing because you keep trying to steal from us. That's a you problem.
To the world and saying to Donald Trump, we're not the America you're trying to create. We are America that loves our neighbors and loves people and cares about people, no matter where you come from, no matter your color, no matter your accent. We are people that care.
Yeah, I received the letter Tuesday. They tell me if I want to take $2,600 to go to Haiti, or if I would stay here, be arrested, and put that ankle monitor in my leg.
Fam, they want it. This is what they asked for. Fam, listen what she just said. She said, get deported or ankle monitor. They agree with it.
Take $2,600 to go to Haiti, or if I would stay here, be arrested, and put that ankle monitor in my leg.
Ain't no way in hell a foundational Black American ever gonna say, I'll willingly take an ankle monitor if I can stay here and not go home. Man, they don't want to go home. That's what this is about. They can't sit there and tell no story about victimization. You volunteered for the ankle monitor. You volunteered for the ankle monitor the same way that Roland volunteered for them 3 damn fingers. Okay? It's the same exact thing. Y'all are both Haitians who are running from something. In one aspect, these people are running from Haiti. Roland was running from them damn photos. But either way, you're both exposed. If you want to stay here and take an ankle monitor, then don't bring up slavery.
They tell me if I want to take $2,600 to go to Haiti, or if I would stay here, be arrested, and put that ankle monitor in my leg. Yeah, they're gonna send me some paperwork to come back again in a week or so.
And does she live in the Springfield area, or where does she? Where do you live?
Within Springfield? Yeah, I live in Springfield.
Yes, I'm well versed.
I don't have much to say. I'm already in jail, and they put monitor in my ankle. So
Reminds me of slavery. That's what they did with slaves. If you go,
there you go. That's what we're talking about right there, family. Have at it. Have fun. You on your own. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Anything other than going home. And the reason why they don't want to go home, because home ain't too damn good. That's really what it is, fam. I was having a conversation earlier today. And what this is really about is look at foundational Black Americans and look how we're living. And then look around at every melanated person on the planet Earth. Fam, they have dysfunction with other lineages. They have dysfunction with other nationalities, and they have dysfunction with every tribe. We don't have none of that. Foundational Black Americans, we live good together. Certified FBA, we get along with one another. These other people cannot say that. So therefore, these other people are trying to dump their diaspora dysfunction on the FBA. Remember that, fam. They're trying to dump diaspora dysfunction. That's what they want, because they're only left right now with being perpetual losers. That is it. Deportation or loss. They don't want to go to their homeland. They don't want to build when they're in their homeland, and they can't stand each other. Just think about it, fam. You go there. I don't give a damn where you go. Go to Haiti right now. Go to Jamaica right now. Go to Africa right now. Go anywhere on the planet Earth where there's MOPS, melanated other people. Look how they move. Look how they think. Look how they interact with other people. And look at us. See, fam, FBA, we get along. We rock with each other. We're everything that's great. These individuals, they can't stand home. They can't stand each other. They fight about this food and this parade. Don't let these people try to dump a diaspora war on FBA, because y'all know what they always leave out? They always leave out that they fight each other. See, when we're not around, they're just like the males and the Miracle Whips. They fight each other all damn day long. You just want to come here to the United States of America and latch on to us. Let me tell everybody this. As this world turns and as things get modernized, in this modern era, every melanated group on the planet Earth, they have one thing left, and that is try to attach themselves to foundational Black Americans and either pull us under the water or have us pull them out the water. That is it, because it ain't looking too good right now. It ain't looking too good, fam. They come here, they want to be next to the W's everywhere they go. Let me ask you all this question. When you go to Haiti right now, you're going to see what? You're going to see French colonization. You go to Jamaica right now, you're going to see Chinese colonization. You go to Africa right now, you're going to see everybody colonizes them. It's literally, we are the world of colonizers. Do you ever go to Europe and see Haitians out there colonizing them? You ever been to Asia, and in Asia, you see a bunch of Africans colonizing them? Fam, notice that somebody always own their turf, but they ain't never owned nobody else's turf. These are the only places where you go to and you see these individuals all locked in, but you don't never see these people doing nothing. And the reason why is because the mentality. See, fam, we've been out here exposing everything that goes on that they don't want to talk about, that they've been very, very mum and very, very quiet about. But you could only be so quiet for so long because FBA going to pull your damn card. They don't want to go home because going home is a reality that they have to face. And what's that reality? Is that you never built nothing. So when you try to come over here and still, you already know what it's going for. Y'all look at this right here. We was already talking about this the other day when all them folks was jumping over and trying to get to Spain and colonies of Spain and all these different things that they was out there doing, fam. But let me tell y'all why it's been so interesting over there. Because what you're seeing now is a lot of those, and that was a colony actually out there with Spain, but technically still Spain, but nonetheless, what you're seeing now though, family, foundational Black Americans, is they're using this over here in America as a means to keep that goddamn gate closed. This is only making it even worse for them folks who want to come over here to the United States of America, because it's exposing that these individuals will do any damn thing to try to get over here. And while they're doing that to get over here, it's getting even worse for them over there. Y'all know how they talk about y'all don't know what it really looks like in Africa, and Africa's doing so much better than y'all give us credit for. Y'all know how they're always saying that, right? Well, family, let me show y'all exactly why they've been out here capping. Family, I'm going to say what everybody's been wanting to say, but we're going to say it clear. Most luxury neighborhoods in Nigeria are just basic standards. Yes. When they talk all of that, we got money and we getting paid, fam, they not really living too good over there. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Watch this.
Unfortunately, and I'm not no disrespect, but the places that we call luxury in Nigeria, in honesty, weren't even regular neighborhood, because the poorest neighborhoods here have sewer, they have pipe-borne water, they have electricity. Nobody's selling groundnut or fish in front. There are no shanties in front of them. On the way to Banana Island, it floods. And Banana Island is in Banana Island, they have Airbnb. That's an exclusive neighborhood. How would anybody, the HOA, the Homeowners Association, they should not allow Airbnb. In Banana Island, they have high rise, low rise. It's just disjointed. And this is what we call luxury. The better neighborhoods, like the controlled neighborhood like Nikon Town in Lagos, to get there, you still have to pass through all this other stuff. Right. So these are the challenges that even the developers in Nigeria, I respect them because people abuse them all the time, but they have to provide infrastructure. When we bought this land, we didn't have to do the road to this land.
The water was already there?
It's plug and play. It's right on the street. We just apply and we plug it in. We call the
electricity is done for you?
Yeah, Georgia Power, we call them, they come in. They tell you the fee, they come in. But for a Nigerian developer, even if you develop your own estate to be beautiful, like Banana Island.
The road leading
to Banana Island, there are people selling there. There's water, is waterlogged. You have no control over that. So it's a failure at so many.
You have no control over your water? How you ain't got no control over your water? And fam, is he saying the quiet part out loud? He's saying the quiet part out loud, family. And that is that when you go over there, they good living is basic living for us. So fam, don't let these folks come over here and start trying to flex their muscle like they living so damn good.
Any levels, but if you plug it in, we call the
electricity is done for you?
Yeah, Georgia Power, we call them, they come in. They tell you the fee, they come in. But for a Nigerian developer, even if you develop your own estate to be beautiful, like Banana Island,
the road leading
to Banana Island, there are people selling there. There's water, is waterlogged. You have no control over that. So it's a failure at so many levels. But if you go to Eco Atlantic, the only place I've seen in Nigeria that meets like a AAA sort of rating.
But then it's for the elite, top elite.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, and I'm not no disrespect.
There you go. Huh. Ain't living too damn good, huh? Ain't living too good. Oh, see, fam, they can't come over here and flex that on us. They can't come over here and flex that, oh, we work so hard that we look good. You don't know. The white man showed you how we live. We live so much better. Yo, best is not even average for foundational Black Americans, straight up and down. And that's only being honest. That's what one of they said. I didn't say that. That's what they said. I'm only confirming what Mr. Mutombo 77 in the third said. I'm just Black Alpha, your certified brother. That's what they people said. And another reason why foundational Black Americans don't like to go over to these places is because every single thing that we say about them ends up coming to light and coming to fruition to where you see it with your own eyes. This is what I mean. Did y'all see the photos and the footage of the brothers that went over there and they ended up basically getting bum rushed because they was trying to scam them and take their stuff from them? Did y'all see that? How many times do you hear stories about Black Americans going over there and they think that Black Americans are rich? Let me tell you something. If they're living so good and they work so much harder and their homelands are so great, then how come when people see Black Americans, they associate us with money and they try to run up and scam us? Family, when we get off the plane anywhere and they see our style and know that we FBA, they associate us with money. Don't nobody do that with a Haitian or a Jamaican or an African. When people see them, they don't associate them with anything other than colonization. They do that with FBA. They see us as money. This is why in their own homelands, they run up to us. And if you ever really want to know how a population feels about Black Americans, go travel over there and watch how they run up and try to scam you. That's how they really feel. They feel that you got money to scam. They don't get scammed because they ain't got no money. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Brother went over there, family, and I'm telling you right now, they tried to run up on this brother and harass him and try to take any penny that he would possibly give them, because that's how they're doing. First day in Nigeria, and they was trying to rob me because I'm Black American.
Okay? Leave me. What is this now? What is this? What is this? No. Come on. Leave me. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of. What is this? Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face, okay? What is this? Get the fuck out of my face. Oh.
Look at these folks, fam. Look at them. Look at this dude in the background. Look at him, fam. He said, I want money, nigga. You have it. Let the man go. Damn.
Leave us alone. What the fuck is this? Go. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. God damn. No, leave me. Leave us.
This is who they try to tell you is your brother. That's who they say is your brother, family. Look how these people running up on this dude. Come on. Yeah, absolutely. This who Godfrey be talking about. This who you talking about? Come on.
God damn. No, leave me. No, leave me. We just wanna walk around. We chilling. No. Leave me. Don't talk to me. Talk to her. I don't want to connect anything from you. Please, leave me. I say leave me. It's okay. No. Don't need no security.
I will take you forward.
I'm cool. I ain't even going over there. I ain't spending no money to go over there and deal with none of this, fam. Hell no. Not me. Not me, fam. I'm good. I'm straight.
You need y'all to leave me the fuck alone. That's all.
They out there heavy though. They out there real heavy, family, trying to really get involved and really see what's going on. That's what we talking about. Nah, let me tell you something, fam. I'm Gucci. I'm going to stay right on here in the good old USA, so I ain't got to deal with nothing. I'm going to tell you like my mama said. My mama said, anywhere I'm traveling, I'm going to be right on here in America. I can get anything I want. What you want? You want some East Coast tropics? I'll take you down to Florida. I'll take you to Georgia. Okay? We didn't even go to the Carolinas. You want some West Coast tropics? I'll take you on out to California. You like desert? I'll take you on down to Texas. You want grass as far as you can see? I'll take you to the plains, straight up to the Midwest. We can go to Nebraska. We can go to Kansas. We can go to Indiana. We can go any damn where. You want bright lights, big city? You want mountains? I'll take you to which mountains you want. You want the Rockies? I'll go to Colorado. You want more of the grassy ones? I'll take you to the Appalachians right up here in Tennessee. I'm good. But I'll tell you where you ain't going to see me is out there with Mr. Mutombo. I'm cool, okay? Because Mr. Mutombo might get a Mr. Black Eye, all right? Because we ain't playing them games because you never know what they on, fam. That's what leads to kidnapping. Trust me. You go ahead and go with them folk, fam, and they're going to ride right on with you. And next thing you know, they're going to be trying to get everything you got. But, fam, it all goes back to what we said. They don't want to go home. They don't want to leave, fam. This is what it all boiled down to. They don't want to go back home because home is a place where they don't like. But let me tell you something even further. You know how we talked about Africans and how African governments now are accepting deportees, right? Let me tell you who else is starting to accept deportees. Jamaica. Yes, family. So the whole diaspora, where they talk Pan-Africanism, and they're always trying to make it look like we have some type of solidarity and unity with them. Look how fast the African and the Jamaican are playing as the middleman slave trader with the W man who's deporting these people. And it's the same W man that the Democrats tell us is the bad one that we don't never need to hear or listen to. Isn't it funny? They'll tell us about Pan-Africanism and they'll try to Pan-Africanize foundational Black Americans. But the same Donald Trump is the same one that these Pan-Africans are making deals with. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Fam, Jamaicans now are open to accepting different deportees, slaves from the Donald Trump administration. You're not going to Pan-Africanize us. Watch this.
Jamaica could possibly be receiving up to 10,000 deportees from the United States. The United States and Jamaica are in talks regarding...
Y'all go follow Donnie on Timeout, man. I rock with him. He do his thing over there on TikTok. Most of them don't. He be doing his thing.
Regarding a controversial draft agreement that could allow the U.S. to send up to 10,000 non-Jamaican deportees. These are third country nationals to the island. The proposal has sparked intense public debate, though Jamaican officials stress that the agreement remains under negotiation and has not yet been finalized. Now, this man right here, their security minister, Dr. Chang, he plays a major role in this. He's the one that's in negotiations with the United States. So it's up to him what they're going to decide to agree on. So under the draft, the U.S. will transfer up to 25 individuals to Jamaica every 2 weeks. Jamaica will retain the right to review flight manifests and accept or reject cases on an individual case-by-case basis. The draft agreement excludes Jamaican nationals, unaccompanied minors, and individuals with serious records. Now, there's been pushback on this, like claims of uncontrolled migration programs. The government insists that technical teams are ensuring strict safeguards are in place to protect national interests before any operations are finalized. So to address the uncontrolled migration, they're telling the people that, no, we have safeguards in place. And ultimately, this minister, Dr. Chang, has the final say so.
And Dr. Chang, fam, y'all help me out. Dr. Chang, so is this dude, like, is he a Asian Jamaican? Because I know they got a lot of those over there. I'm just saying, fam, is Dr. Chang the guy who's calling the shots over there in Jamaica? Because this looks directly like it's coming from the Dr. Chang community. So wait a minute, Dr. Chang is in Jamaica and he's calling the shots about deportees from America going over there. What if it's an African? What if it is a Caribbean person? Are you going to go from a colonizer to a colonizer to a colonizer? Damn, leave it up to these people. Fam, this is crazy. This is wild stuff. You see why I said I'm good right here in the United States of America? We got a saying, okay? Let me tell you something, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Foundational Black Americans, we got a saying, and it is, it's all good in the hood, okay? And when I say the hood, I mean right here in the United States of America. It's all good in the hood. Fam, they out there playing hot potato with colonizers. Dr. Chang in Jamaica, and then over in Africa, you got a whole different set of Changs. I don't know if they're doctors, but they over there colonizing Africa, right? And then right here in America, you see the same thing. So think about it, y'all, one more time. They're doing the same exact thing that they did during slavery. It's the same exact thing. You have European colonizers who are using people as cattle, and then you have foreign mops who are inserting themselves not as a warrior to prevent it, but as a willing partner of it. Don't let nobody tell y'all that we ain't seeing these things for what it is, and don't let nobody tell y'all we ain't accurate bullseye every time. This is the same exact thing. So when they come out here and they try to say, well, Africans didn't really sell Africans, that is a lie. Fam, look how Africans and Jamaicans right now are exchanging deportees. Wait a minute. I thought they told us that the deportees were like slaves. Oh, I'm going to call them out. Oh, let me catch them, family. Let me work. I got this. Isn't it crazy that they tell us that all of these illegal immigrants are nothing more than modern day slaves? So if they're modern day slaves based under your logic, then wouldn't that make the African and Jamaican governments slave traders with the Donald Trump administration? Checkmate. They don't want no problems. Smoke ain't what they want. Y'all see how we flip everything they say right back against them. This is why FBA be knocking them out. This is why we always win it. Because certified foundational Black Americans, we see through their BS and we'll just turn the table back around. If you say that all of these people is nothing more than slaves, when you always trying to evoke foundational Black American history, then you have to admit that all those scam Africans and scam Jamaicans ain't nothing more than the same slave traders that was trading them slaves with the European or back in Africa. FBA all damn day, certified all the damn time. All we do is win. Y'all look at this right here. Even further proof that these individuals are broke down, battered and bruised, and now they're mad because foundational Black Americans aren't coming to their rescue. Well, goddamn it, you're going to be a mad ass tether because FBA standing on 10.
Some of you Black Americans should be ashamed of yourself on how you coming towards Haitians, Jamaicans, and Africans talking about, oh, well, we don't care if ICE arrest them, detain them, and ship them back to their country. And then on top of all that, threaten to call ICE agents on immigrants for no apparent reason, all because you want some money. Get the heck up out. I got news for you. Have that same energy when ICE agents pull you over, arrest you, detain you, and accuse you being from a different country. And you could keep on saying all that bull crap all you want. I'm Black American. I'm born and raised in America. I got a birth certificate. I got ID. I got Social Security. They don't want to hear that bullshit.
I got a birth certificate. I got an ID. I'm born and raised in America. Said it. Now what? Said it. Now what? You over there wishing. Remember, fam, these individuals are not saying anything they believe. They're wishing this happens to us. It has been a long time. Still ain't happened. They still running their trap. You're just out here coping and hoping and wishing that something to come true, but it ain't coming true for you. We still here. They still getting deported. We still ain't helping. You're still on your own, and you can still hold them nuts if you got some.
Because once they throw their handcuffs on you, they're going to ship you off to a different country you ain't even from. You know, have that same energy when they do that shit to you for real. They could do it to me, any other Black American person. Don't think this is going to impact Black Americans because they're going to accuse us of being Haitians, Jamaican, and African. And we already seen it happen to Latino Americans. If it could happen to Latino Americans, best believe it could happen to us Black people. Some of you Black Americans.
Us? You need to us and go get that damn fire alarm because that thing chirping. Even the fire alarm know he full of it. It ain't happening at all. You just out there running your mouth because you mad. You mad that foundational Black Americans is unaffected. I told y'all, family. They despise us, and that's them wishing. Anytime you hear anybody, I don't give a damn who they are. Democrat, Republican. I don't give a damn if they're an African, a Jamaican, a Haitian, a Latino. Anytime somebody is saying that Black Americans are next, are going to be deported and can be deported, that ain't them speaking what is the truth. That's not them speaking what they believe. That is them wishing out loud. They wish that stuff happens to FBA. They hope that happens to FBA, and they get mad and crash out when they see it ain't ever happening to FBA. These people are only admitting and speaking their greatest hopes and wishes and admirations towards foundational Black Americans. That's it, y'all, because they understand that foundationals are right here to stay, and they asses got to go away. And that's a terrible thing for them. They don't like to accept it. They don't like to admit it. They don't like to acknowledge it. And even more so, they don't like when a bold, brash, foundational Black American tells them to their face that they asses got to kick rocks. Because while they kicking rocks, family, we're going to be right there on the couch. We're going to be right there popping popcorn. We're going to be right there enjoying the show. And the fact that we're enjoying the show and foundational Black Americans are so up right now, and we're living in our truth, and we're just making ourselves even better than what we've already been, that makes everybody mad and angry. And let me tell y'all why foundational Black American happiness makes everybody so upset. It's because when you want to replace somebody and you want to be somebody and you watch and see the way they dominate everything they do and you can't even get a piece of it, but yet you've been guaranteed a piece of it by a former administration, and now the new administration done canceled all of that. Family, that makes people run to the internet, and it makes them start to, tell on themselves. It starts to show y'all that these immigrants and migrants and refugees and fleers and hoppers and skippers and jumpers and mops and tethers, they're not living a great life like they said they was. Family, let me show y'all this week's edition of Immigrant Horror Stories, which is a hell of a lot different than immigrant success stories. See, if you go back to the Biden and Kamala Harris administration and the Barack Obama administration, you've seen video after video after video about immigrants feeling so good in America and how great America was. Now, with this reparations generation delineating and regulating, now you're starting to see these people crying, get upset, and melt down. I showed y'all for the last 3 weeks, and we're going to make this the 4th week, of immigrants going in on their parents. I showed you Lucy Liu went in on her Lucy Liu mama. I showed you Jackie Chan. He said he wanted to karate chop his Jackie Chan dad. I showed you Mr. Mutombo. I even showed you the Agusi man who looked like Gucci Man, and I still can't understand what the hell that was. However, that MFer was getting mad at their MFing Mutombo African parents because they don't speak English. Well, now, family, let me show y'all this really bad person. Let me watch what I say. And this individual now is upset because they feel that their parents are hard on them. African parents and the culture clash.
African parents who immigrate to the United States or to Western cultures.
Stop. Wait a minute. She got to have music all in the damn background. Let me get to her in a minute. In the meantime, in between time, let me cut her damn music out. Let me show y'all this right here. This is what I mean when I say that these individuals are scheming left and right and they ain't got nothing. No. Hold up. Damn that. I'm going to cut her music out. We're going to get to her in a minute. Y'all know on TikTok, they be having Mozart in the background and shit. Damn all that. Family, remember I was telling you this right here? Remember I was telling y'all they was on Tyler's neck? Family, let me show y'all exactly what I mean by they on Tyler's neck. This is who they want foundational Black Americans to put on the cape for. And foundational Black Americans is watching these folks fight all damn day long. Watch this.
Tyler added Lagos, Nigeria to her A-pop star world tour, and Lagos, Nigeria happened to be on the 22nd of December 2026. And Nigerians said, Kilo she, not before here you go do that, so Kilo she. So Nigerians said that Tyler did not say anything about the xenophobic attack. So apparently a man named Chike Ibe died during this whole banter thing about South Africa wanting to take back anyone that is not a South African, either by birth or by registration.
If I was Tyler, even if the organizers still want me to perform, to be here, to still come to Nigeria, I will not. I myself alone will cancel, because do you know what it means for a nation? The people in the nation you want to perform, they don't want you there. Not because they don't like you, but because it's more of a nation-to-nation war, a country-to-country war.
A nation-to-nation war? Fam, I told y'all they don't get along even when we're not there.
You want to put yourself in that position where you want to come to the country that you want to come to the opposing country to perform in the name of what? Entertainment or money. They're just some things you use your sense, your intellect to do. And in this case, if she's wise, she will just turn it down for peace to reign.
Go back. Go back. You see that thing that you are writing in that nonsense notepad? I don't know.
Let's pause and address Shori. Because Egbo, please, this will not concern you. Just stay in one corner, please.
Be putting your mouth in political things.
Please and please, sir. Please, let me come with respect. You understand? Can exist. Please and please, this is not your concern. Please go and fight other things that you are fighting. Because let me tell you something. If you do not know, we can hold Tyler's neck and we can still hold the government's neck. Multiple truths can exist.
Plenty people can be at fault.
They said they're going to stay on Tyler's neck.
No, tell me that there's no police brutality in their country. Someone like Nicki Minaj lent her voice. There were prominent people from America that lent their voices to the NSAS protest. Do you want to tell me that it's because they don't have corruption in their country, or it's because they cannot face their own government? Absolutely. Please don't do that. Yeah. She is an international star, and Nigerians stream her music. She makes it not.
These is the Wig twins. These are the Wig. Hey, Tyler, the Wig twins say you better not show up in no damn Nigeria. The Wig twins gonna get you.
Not be coming to trying to add Lagos to her list. Yeah. So she has influence. The fact that she could not come out, even a tweet or anything to say, this thing that is going on, it is wrong. We are all Africans. Whatever. She cannot come to Nigeria and do anything. We are standing 10 toes down.
10 toes down? Your ass standing 10 flip-flops down. If you don't get the hell up out of here, fam. But notice now, Tyler's running around here, and Tyler's starting to say she's black again. Notice, fam, remember she was colored? Y'all remember when she was colored, right? Now she's saying she's black.
At the time, 22 years of my life, all I knew was that I'm colored. And that's what I was told. It's what, I had to tick on boxes back home. And when I was able to travel the world and learn more about the world, I then learned just how big the world is, and how different each country is, how different context is. So when I learned about what it means here, I was like, whoa, this is going to be a difficult conversation to have.
Yeah, right.
Because in South Africa, we also have a derogatory term. So I feel like if someone were to come to our country and say they were that, I get why it would,
be triggering.
Very triggering. So I know that being colored is my culture, it exists in my context, but I'm also black, being colored is, but I'm also black, but I'm also black, but I'm also black.
Now she's black. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Now she black. Remember, Tyler was colored. You ain't never want to be nothing black at all. Came here, now I am black. I realize now I am black. I ain't black. Fam, we all knew we was black since we was churned. These folks talking about I had to travel to find out I was black. Fam, I'm done with these I traveled to become black. Whoa, let me see y'all. Hold up. Fam, I'm done with the I traveled and realized I was black. Anybody who says that they traveled and found out they was black, you ain't black. You ain't black. Sit down in the back, okay? I'm done with the I didn't know I was black till I came to America. That is automatic disqualification from talking to me. You can't talk to no black American talking about something you didn't know you was black until you got on a plane, okay? Fam, we knew we was black when we came out the womb, all right? We ain't never thought we was something other than black. These folks feel they got to grow into blackness, travel into blackness. Somehow blackness comes around. Hell to the no. Family, we certified foundational black Americans. There's a big difference between all of them. See, fam, what it really is that Tyler came over here trying to be baby girl. Let's go there right there, fam. Fam, let's go there. Let's go there, family. Let's go there. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Let's go there, fam. Foundational black Americans, we seen how they was trying to use Tyler as some type of tether Aaliyah. That's what they were doing. Same time they made that Aaliyah movie. Y'all remember that horrible Aaliyah movie when they was trying to basically steal the estate and everything, and they was using Tyler. She came out, she was trying to wear Aaliyah's dress. She was acting like she was Aaliyah. They was trying to pump her as the African Aaliyah. We remember that. And I'm going to tell you right now, let me say this right now, family. Don't ever cross Aaliyah. Okay, there's a few foundational black Americans, fam, that you better never, ever, 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 ever cross that line, because we don't play about them, okay? You seen what happened when they tried to disrespect Janet. Coming over here and disrespecting Aaliyah was the worst thing you could ever do. because FBA go ride. And boy, Foundationals lit that ass up. We lit up Tyler so bad, she done flew back over there and everything. She done dropped, done flopped. Fam, I ain't even know she put out an album a week and a half ago. That damn thing went quadruple plastic. That thing went aluminum. That damn thing went Tupperware. That thing went quadruple wood. But I'm going to tell you, it ain't go gold or platinum. That motherfucker ain't even go bronze. You better stay away from Aaliyah. I'm going to tell you that today. You better stop because that is somebody that we hold in high regards. Apparently, I do as well. I love me some Aaliyah. So let me make this clear. It was foundational Black Americans who checked Tyler. And now Tyler comes over here and realizes, oh, I was black. I was black. No. If you're saying that you just found out you was black, keep your ass where you at, okay? So whatever beef you got over there with them damn Nigerians, that's on you. That's between you and Mr. Mutombo. Because right here in America, we wasn't rocking with you. We wasn't rocking with your music. We wasn't rocking with your fake cosplaying. And we wasn't rocking with your career. So all that money that they invested in her to try to have her come on over here is just like everybody else who invests money to try to stifle foundational Black Americans. It don't work, and you better get a refund. Fam, let me get back to the other twisted wig that I was talking about. Let me show y'all. This girl done put damn Mozart in the back, but we done cleaned all that up, fam. Let me show y'all this twisted wig immigrant who says that her mommy and daddy hurt her feelings. More immigrant horror stories.
African parents who immigrate to the United States or to Western cultures and expect their kids who they raised, who they birthed in the States, to have the same African ideologies that they have. Those terms need to be reassessed. How can you expect your own child to have the African mindset? How can you criminalize?
Oh, wait, did somebody in the chat call Tyler a flea? Who said that? Raise your, hold on. F this person right here. I done stopped her ass one time. I'll stop her ass again. F what she talking about. F her and her wig. Who said that? Stand up. I got to give you a certified salute. Who in the hell said a flea for Tyler? I love that name. That might be the comment of the night. Told you the best chat on the planet. Number one, baby. The only interactive FBA chat where they say whatever the hell they want to say. You get your feelings hurt. You get your issue around here. Who said that? Somebody. You said it? Okay. Tell it like it is. That was you? Certified salute. Certified salute. A flea? Damn, that's funny. Damn, that's hilarious. That right there is classic. I love that one right there. Tyler, we officially have branded you a flea. So you can get the hell up out of America. You can't come to America no more. Fam, y'all done got a name for Roland Martin. Y'all check out all the names for Roland. Some damn good ones, okay? All right, I like the Nipplegate, and I seen the damn Bussygate. I seen all that. That was good. And now we got a flea. I told y'all, this chat be making history. This chat be hurting feelings, man. I'm telling you right now. Half the tellers in America that be mad and upset done visited this chat at least 1 or 2 times. Fam, they be mad. They be leaving them in a damn chat. I come back 12 times and they call me name. Those goddamn niggas. Boy, y'all be pissing people off. Number one chat on the earth. Now, let me get back to Miss Wig. I love the flea, though. Tyler, you can't come back from that one. You can't come back from that one. It's a wrap. Just like your homeland. Fam, hold on. I forgot what the hell this woman was saying. Okay. Something about parents bad, can't speak English, da 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 da. Okay, back to this person.
Parents who immigrate to the United States or to Western cultures and expect their kids who they raised, who they birthed in the States, to have the same African ideologies that they have. Those terms need to be reassessed. How can you expect your own child to have the African mindset? How can you criminalize your own child for having the mindset of the culture that you decided to bring them into? You decided to bring them into the Western culture. You decided to enroll them into Western schools. And then 15 years, 20 years down the line, you're upset that they adopt the same Western cultures. You're upset that they talk back, which is really them defending themselves. You're upset that they...
Who's upset here? Are you upset? Boy, listen to it. You upset that I got all F's on my report card? You're upset that my wig is terrible? You're upset that I have a gap tooth? You're upset I don't wear deodorant? Fam, they putting all their stuff on the line. Listen to these damn tethers, fam. I told y'all, these tethers are melting down. They telling all of their business. Mommy and daddy ain't treating you too good, are they? Is mommy and daddy hurting your feelings? Tell me how mommy and daddy make you feel. Because you out here venting on the internet. I told y'all, fam, we need to get us some tethered therapists. This is the 4th time in 4 weeks I done showed y'all these people melting down. Tell us more about your mommy and daddy.
Upset that they adopt the same Western cultures. You're upset that they talk back, which is really them defending themselves. You're upset that they cut relations with relatives because they've shown time and time again that their actions are toxic. Like, what? Those parents who are upset at their children for assimilating into the culture.
Hey, good point in the chat. Absolutely. She's just describing third world culture kids. I like that. Yup. TCKs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go.
Culture that they decided to birth them into, those parents, they need to be checked. African parents who immigrate to the United States. African parents who...
She said those parents need to be checked? Hold on. Did she say that?
Those parents, they need to be checked. African parents who...
Those parents need to be checked. Fam, let's say it what it is, man. I mean, I know people be hitting me up. They be like, Black Alpha, you always talking about how good FBAs are. You always talking about y'all always winning. You goddamn right I'm always talking about us always winning because we always winning. You damn right I am. Family, let's go there. This is all because of delineation. You didn't see these videos before. I mean, fam, it's to the point where if you just watching, if you got an actual operating set of eyes, you can see everything, y'all. This is all because of us. She's right now melting down because her parents are upset because they're facing deportation and she can't weasel in to Black American culture. She's running around here talking like a damn W, okay? She acting like she's from damn Laguna Beach and they don't accept you. You can't come over here because we don't accept you. We have created the Fleer Blues, all right? They're upset, fam. This is what it's really about. It's really them angry, upset, down bad, and mad because they can't be a part of foundational Black American culture. I remember foreigners. They were showing all their tethered teeth just a few years ago. They don't do that now. Why don't they do that now, fam? Because we done made the block hot. And when the block is hot, they ain't got nowhere to run to. So the fact that they ain't got nowhere to run to now shows you why they're getting on the internet and they throwing their parents under the bus. And also, all they doing is further confirming what we've been saying, y'all. They've been saying the same damn thing that we've been saying. So it's always upset, bad, and angry when FBA says it, but yet they doing the same thing, fam. They ain't living too good. There's problems on that home front. I'm telling you right now. And the best thing that we've been doing, fam, we ain't been going back and forth with tethers. What we've been doing is simply just letting them expose themselves. Yeah. See, we let them expose themselves. And the more we let them expose themselves, the more it only further proves what foundational Black Americans are talking about. But let me tell y'all who they got. I'm going to show y'all who they got. The only thing that these people have, family, they got about 15 males that are going to go out there and sing songs for them. Yeah, you seen those ankle monitors out there in Haiti or Haitians in Ohio. Fam, look who they got out there on their side. Look, somebody done let the bingo hall and the nursing home out.
Hundreds of Ohioans all the way down the block over there, snaking all the way across here at 7:50 a.m. in the morning, holding all different sorts of signs, including this sign in Creole. Nicolette, can you flip it the other way for me, please? No matter where you are from, we're glad you're our neighbor. That is the message that's reverberating here in Blue Ash, Ohio, as these Haitians are being made to make this incredibly difficult decision, either be detained on the spot, which will lead to inevitable deportation, or wear an ankle monitor, which serves, one man told me, as a 24/7 reminder of the fear of deportation. Deportation to a country that the U.S. State Department classifies as a level 4 do not travel. The U.S. State...
As a country that is their homeland. He acting like they're going to Mars or something. And y'all notice how fake deep this guy's being? Ain't he exaggerating? And then they got to go here. And we just don't know. We got to see. Knock that ish off.
Department tells its own people is rampant with violent crime, with sexual violence, with kidnapping, with terrorism. That is what this ankle monitor is the constant reminder of.
Look how DB's trying to get famous. This dude acting. Look how he's like, this is how deep this is. Watch this.
With sexual violence, with kidnapping, with terrorism. That is what this ankle monitor is the constant reminder of for these Haitian people. Now, I want to introduce you to the leader of the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio. His name is Vilas Dorsonville. Vilas, what is your community going through right now, and why is it so important for you to be right here outside of this ICE field office right now?
Basically, I am here just to make sure that we bring our support to our community. And we are witnessing.
Boy, look at that damn hairline. Fam, why does this hairline look like it's shaped like Alaska? God damn. This man's hairline look like a peninsula. This man's hairline look like you could just charter a damn boat off of it. Goodness gracious. That hairline is all types of twisted up. He got Alaska on his damn head.
How fearful they are, and there is so much anxiety going on. They are very uncertain, specifically they are very much ashamed of that ankle monitors on their feet. We are here to support them, to show them we stand in solidarity with them, and most likely we are here with some of the attorneys to represent them, and we ask the attorneys to speak on their behalf and ask those agents not to put those ankle monitors, because when they get home with them, they are ashamed to show that to their kids because they're not criminals. And our presence here is to support them as much as we can, because they're.
You need to support the hair club for men. I don't even know. They might send you back. They might be like, dog, I can't do ish with none of that. If you don't bounce up out of here. Look at that though, fam. Look at that. Now it's the kids now. Look at the kids now. We just don't want to, because if the kids find out, let me tell you something. The kids already look at you as fleers. Fam, I'm going to say it. Fam, let's go there again one more time. Let's be honest. Same way with the last person that was talking a moment ago. In reality, Black Americans delineating and regulating and calling out all of these fleers, talking about their homelands and they ain't built. The reason why you're seeing so much distress coming from these immigrant kids, the first and second generation ones, is because they're talking about their parents the same way we've been talking about their parents. See, they're looking at their parents and saying, yeah, you don't speak English. You do flee. Why are you in another man's country? This is why we said nobody respects a fleer. People may not like foundational Black Americans. We may hurt your MFing feelings, but you better respect foundational Black Americans. See, when you start talking about tethers, they don't like them, nor do they respect them. They got both of them. The reason why you're seeing all of these immigrants talking bad about their parents is because they're hearing us talk about why someone left their homeland behind, why somebody left their culture behind, why are you trying to snuggle up next to every W you can find. There ain't no respect in that, especially even when it comes to your kids. See, immigrant kids all look up to Black American culture. And if you look up to Black American culture, that means what Black Americans say, you hold weight to that. So when we say mama fled, when we say daddy ran, when we say you can't speak English, them damn kids is listening to that. And them kids are saying, yeah, that is true. My Black American friends at school said daddy left. This Black man named Black Alpha, who be on the internet talking, the #1 activist, he said daddy ain't got no hairline and it's shaped like Alabama. Family, these individuals get upset by that, and now they're taking it out on their parents. And foundational Black Americans, we only calling a spade a spade. That's the running that y'all did. So don't be mad when the dysfunction comes knocking on your front door. Because at the end of the day, if you were in your homeland, you wouldn't even have to worry about the dysfunction. But family, there's more dysfunction that's been going on, and I'm going to show y'all one of the key components. See, when they come over here and they leech on the things that we do, like I have a dream, and then they use I have a dream and turn it into dreamers and dreamers into DACA. Well, fam, DACA's been getting canceled, and a lot of them folks are down bad. Let me show y'all a video where they were arresting a Julio Romero Gonzalez. And Julio Romero Gonzalez was being arrested for a domestic dispute. And Julio Romero Gonzalez was a dreamer, but Julio Romero Gonzalez doesn't have DACA protection anymore. And watch the way they throw him in his damn thing and roll up the window and cut his ass off. This is their reality.
You're here illegally?
I am not here illegally. I am under DACA. Here.
What has prevented you from getting your legal status in that?
I'm currently working within my legal status. My legal status, I have updated my application and I'm waiting for my legal status to change.
Have you committed any crimes?
I have some cases pending. You also told me to go back to Honduras, did you not?
I said if the judge decides.
No. Right before you left the car. Be a man. Right before you left that car, you said go back to Honduras, didn't you? Yeah. And I tell the truth. I don't sit here and lie under a badge. Phony badge.
Uncooperative the whole time.
Julio had a dream. Damn, I'm sorry. I can't even watch the chat. Y'all have me over here rolling. Julio had a dream that one day his taco truck and burrito truck would get along together. Now your ass is going to have a long ride back to Honduras.
Uncooperative? I'm not fighting. You guys are training me like I'm a dog and I've done nothing. What? Say it.
You resisted the whole time.
So when your parents came over, you weren't sure if they came illegally or legally?
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I was 5 at the time.
Do you know now, though?
I know now. My mom, who's my blood, she is under legal process, yes.
He about to say both his parents and he realized his dad wasn't. More immigrant family dysfunction. He telling on daddy.
My mom, who's my blood, she is under legal process, yes, of becoming a U.S. citizen. No, explain to me right now while the camera's on.
It's your immigration stuff.
And how did you guys know about that?
It's your immigration.
Anybody?
Watch this.
Sir?
Watch this, family. Watch this.
Listen. No. Do you have a name, badge number? Anybody else can produce their badge number? No?
Who was it that you...
He thought they was going to talk to him. Mayo ain't playing with you.
Badge number. Anybody else can produce their badge number? No?
Who was it that you domestically...
I didn't domestically violate anybody. I didn't do that. No, that's why I take it to court. That's why I'm taking it to trial. Because that's what the right that we have as Americans in due process. Oh, you're going to shut me up?
They had enough.
Because that's what the right that we have as Americans in due process. Oh, you're going to shut me up?
They done had enough. Americans done had enough. We done seen it all. It's time for you to go. He was out there talking. He was like, and then what do you know? No. Boom, close. Right on you. And home is where the heart is. So you need to go back home, Mr. Honduras. You see what we saying though, family? This is what's happening. They rolled a window up on that man, shut the door on that man, wasn't playing with that man. But that's the way it is, man. That's the way the ball bounces, yo. You got to deal with it. You got to understand it. You got to accept it. And that's exactly what's happening, fam. Everybody has to go exactly where they came. And foundational Black Americans, we don't have to go because we are where we came from, right here. Family, the only thing FBA does, fam, we might walk across the street. The only thing foundational Black Americans might do, we might drive across town. But everywhere we go, whether that's the street, whether that's the town, whether that's the state, the county, the region, whether that's the country, it's all right here in the good old USA, though. It's all right here. And we built this whole damn thing, though. And this generation is residing over all of it, y'all. This generation is pure. I'm talking about powerful, pure, and strong. That's what we're doing right now in this era, y'all. We're making everybody understand that we, as FBA, we know the assignment, the mission is complete. We focus on getting ours and can't nobody stop it. And everybody's falling out. You already seen what's going on with the Democratic shields. One by one, fam. Watch all of them go down. All right. We was talking about Joyless Flea earlier, right? Joyless Flea's having a hard time too. I told y'all the money's gone. Fam, the Democrats ain't got no money in the bank. They ain't got no money in the bank. Where the Democrats got any money, fam? They don't have money. They're going broke. And the reason why they're going broke because we don't vote. Remember that, y'all. These people go broke because we don't vote. That's the difference between what FBA is doing and everybody else. Fam, watch Joyless Flea, and she's got one of those Black Voters Matter people on there. Fam, listen to all of this babble and tell me if these ain't a bunch of afraid shills.
You raised with Clyburn, like nobody can take away the fact that he has, through his seniority, through his political sophistication, he has amassed a tremendous amount of power on the Hill. There's no question. And he actually has a base of people in South Carolina. That is no question. But what I will say is that the media, particularly mainstream media, likes to create these savior characters for Black folk, as if Black folk ain't smart enough.
Oh, now they want to talk about these savior folks. Like who? Barack Obama. Listen to them trying to talk like us, fam. Listen to them trying to talk like us. As Black folks, like we ain't smart enough. The same people who've been trying to tell us we don't know what we talking about. The same people who try to tell us we can't read. The same folks who tell us we don't understand politics, now they out here talking about some black folks can think for themselves now, trying to talk grassroots.
Say is that the media, particularly mainstream media, likes to create these savior characters for black folk, as if black folk ain't smart enough to be able to make their own choices, their decisions. Yeah. Do you think that the whole state of Carolina, that James Clyburn just got up one day and said, I think the blacks look this particular way? I mean, really, y'all, really. That's not what happened. No. Like where he is, there's an alignment. He absolutely has political influence. But the truth of the matter, the people of South Carolina, even with, let me say, the funny story is when we were going and we were working in this space, we weren't supported. We actually came out, Black Voters Matter came out with a letter actually against Biden. We didn't want Biden to get the nomination.
Fam, she lying. In fact, and the reason why, because they wanted Kamala. Fam, this woman, her nostrils be hurting my feelings. This is the lady, fam, that be bucking her nostrils. She out there bucking her damn nostrils. Fam, when you bucking your nostrils, you know you doing wrong. You doing too damn wrong, family. She out there bucking her damn nostrils, running her mouth, and ain't nobody paying her any damn attention.
Right, and many of us were supporting the other folks. What was interesting is when we were talking to the black folks, and the black folks in South Carolina we talked to were very pragmatic. We need this white man to beat this white man. We hear what y'all saying.
And they were right.
And they were right. And I'm saying that to say, and then you know what we did? We fell in line.
We fell in line. We fell, all that talk, fam, and then turned around and said, you know what we did? We fell in line. See, fam, that's what they want us to do. That's what they want. See, let me go there, y'all. They want us to fall in line. They want to just run us around in circles, use our talking points, try to hijack what we say, and eventually just hope that we fall in line. It ain't happening. They gonna fall back. We ain't falling no damn where. Foundational Black Americans got them exactly where we want them. This is a permanent stay. This is a permanent fixture. This is a permanent movement. This is a permanent regulating. FBA ain't going no damn where. This grassroots thing is running. This is the new normal, fam. It'll never go back to the boule, to the Jack and Jill, to the sorority and fraternity era. Hell no. We're getting sorority and fraternity politicians the hell up out of Black American affairs. We're getting the Bussygate out of Black American affairs. Yes, the hell we are. The leopard print out of Black American affairs. The mushmouth, the perminator, whoever you are, family, you getting the hell up out of Black American affairs, and we will see to it that it go down that way. You already hear them now talking about disbanding the Black Caucus, because we've been talking about disbanding the Black Caucus. And when it go down, FBA gonna sit back and watch it happen and applaud, because they've all got their eviction notice from Mr. Mayo and Mr. Miracle Whip, and Foundational Black Americans have already canceled them a long damn time ago. So there ain't nothing to talk about. FBA said no reparations, no vote, cut the damn check, show your respect, and if not, your ass is going to get checked, G-checked. And that's what we doing, fam. It's the check and the G-check. And those are the only two things that matter in this era. And anybody who's on the right side or the wrong side will find out exactly what we mean when you see us face to face, because we are everywhere on every piece of this concrete, and we're literally making the world change right in front of their eyes. So much, family, that same lady who be bucking her damn nostrils, I'm talking about every time she talk, them damn nostrils just be flaring up. It's one thing to buck your eyes. It's another thing to buck your nostrils. Fam, look at her on stage giving a speech and listen how nobody's listening.
I am saying is we are at war, but they are not moving the same, and we cannot either. It is not going to be enough, y'all, for us to come to a rally and you leave the same way you came. It is not going to be enough for us to be in a space and we just vote and that's enough. No, in this moment, you got to be a multiplier. Every one of you out there, you got to be responsible. You got to see yourselves as personally responsible for at least 100 people. I didn't say 5. I didn't say 10. I said 100. And all that is, if you got.
Have y'all heard the crowd clap or cheer or cough or do anything? Crickets.
At 10 people that touch 10 people, how much is that? That's your 100 right there.
She said 10 people to touch 10 people. Yeah, 10 people to touch 10 people. You might not want to say that around Mr. Roland. Roland might take you up on 10 people that touched 10 people. Or shall I say, one person that got touched. That's a whole nother one. Nobody's paying her any attention, family, because nobody cares, because she doesn't represent the will of the people. Fam, this is what you call a outdated, broke down, boule speech, and it shows you that their time is up.
Got 10 people that touch 10 people. How much is that? That's your 100 right there. That means that you have to find 10 organizers that will organize 10 other people. And I'm not just talking, and I'm not just bringing up numbers right now. What I am saying is we are at war. But the good news is that the people are the power in this nation if we actually wake up and realize that.
Stop. Family. Oh, this is how boring that was. Nobody's paying attention. Notice she says 100. See, we talk about the certified 100. The only 100 that matters. They talking about 100 vote blues, no matter who's, 100 bootlicks, 100 tap dancers. The tap dance and the bootlick, the vote blue, no matter who's, and the shields don't mean a thing. The certified 100 is from the grassroots. The grassroots controls everything, fam. You can't take grassroots energy, talking points, statement, and phrases and put a DNC stamp on it. You can't put an RNC stance on it. Nothing you can do can try to duplicate FBA energy, because FBA energy got it like that. The grassroots is in full control. She talking about being at war. She talking about we gonna do this, that, and the other thing. She talking about coming up. She ain't gonna do nothing but watch FBA and the grassroots completely brush all of them to the side to where you don't see them no more, fam. We talk about the grassroots, the certified 100. And what the certified 100 means, that means 100 of us is better than a million of them, family. And all the dollars and all the pennies that they put into these people, pump into their campaigns, now that money has dried up, fam. The money has dried up for all of those foreign countries that was getting foreign aid so they can come over here and hate on FBA. The money has dried up on the Democratic plantation that comes over here and tries to disrespect us so we go vote blue with our eyes closed. The money has dried up on the whole system of supremacy. Why is it dried up, family? It's because when the grassroots is in control, that's a control that's different. See, you got to understand, fam, the grassroots control is the control you can't take back. All right. See, if something is fake, something is contrived, you can take away from it. You can come, you can snatch things from it, you can cherry pick, you can run with it. The grassroots, we come with authority. So the fact that we have an authority from being in the grassroots, a warrior class of brothers and sisters who ain't playing, that only further proves the point that what we do and what we say and how we condition ourselves, that condition is something that is unbreakable. So no matter what they say or no matter what they throw at foundational Black Americans, they're all finding out what we've already known. And that is the grassroots energy not only dominates the United States of America, the grassroots energy gives life to the United States of America. Everything revolves around us. Nothing can cross over these borders that ain't got to deal with FBA first, family. And if you're looking at the impact, look what we're doing to all of these ops. Every single outsider, every single foreigner, every single foe, every single op that pops up, they asses are getting stopped on sight, on deck, because that's the FBA grassroots way, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And when I tell y'all that they super, super mad and super angry, let me show y'all exactly what I mean. See, family, this is what's been going on with Joyless Reed. As we talk about Roland Martin, let me show y'all what they were saying about Joyless Reed after she said that we ain't gonna vote blue no matter who. Remember when Joyless came out and she thought she was going to get off the Democratic script? Family, look what these people are saying. I have followed you since Trump's first term, but I would rather have a moderate Democrat than a moderate Republican. It's horribly unfortunate that Planter was selfish enough to run when he had so many skeletons in his closet, and irresponsible of the DNC for not vetting him more thoroughly, but it happened, and we have to salvage what we can without allowing Collins to fit the Senate seat. They're not going with what Joyless Reed was saying. What about this one? Joy is getting scarier and scarier. This is coming from Mayo women. That was Mayo Melissa. Yes, indeed. What about this one? There goes democracy, Harris style. Uh-oh. When you can't see the correlation between your words and ICE harming people, DEAD. They're blaming Joyless Reed for ICE. Where the hell they pull that one at? But I don't give a damn. Oh, yeah, fam. That right there was Brussels sprouts Bethany. Yeah, she's pissing off the soccer moms. Joy, can you do some deeper thinking on this? How about the messaging that we need a better candidate and vote for that better candidate, period? What she's saying right here, fam, she's saying that, Joy, you need to tell black folks vote blue no matter who. That's what she's saying, fam. This is how the W's send their messages of correction to the Black Democratic Shield. The Black Democratic Shield is getting checked because they can't get Black Americans to vote. When she says, how about change the messaging? She's saying, how about changing how you talk to Black Americans? You can't say what the grassroots says. The grassroots is too powerful. You can't say what Certified Black Society says. Certified Black Society got too much strength. You can't talk like foundational Black Americans because foundational Black Americans built America. What's wrong with you, Joyless? Oh, fam, she done pissed off the soccer moms. They on her bumper. Why are you encouraging a loss to fascism? This is not teach a lesson time. It's save our country time. Please stand with us. Do not divide us. This is what the W's are saying to Joyless Flea. So Joyless Flea done got her Mayo wake-up call. Yep. Because let me tell you what's happening. With the Roland Martin situation, family, the higher-ups at the DNC made a phone call and said, this unemployed Democratic Shield, because remember, Roland has been fired from the Democratic establishment for a long time. I'm talking about from being a card-carrying member for their news media weekend, and then on top of that, also in the crowd. Remember this, fam, when they had that Black Journalists Association thing, Roland used to be like the president. The last time they had it, his ass was in the front row because he was disinvited. CNN is the Democrats' main #1 news outlet. He got fired from that years ago. TV One got fired again. So when they made that phone call and said Roland Martin got these photos with him with leopard print and he busting it wide open, that was sending a warning to him. Not only you better not be speaking what FBA's speaking because you're trying to steal their talking points, you also better just be quiet because you're costing us too many elections. Remember this, family. When they cannot get Black Americans to vote, they get a phone call that goes to the principal's office, and the principal, he completely expels them from any Democratic establishment. That's why you don't see Roland at the Democratic National Convention. He don't get welcome there. There's this thing that he's always caping for the Democrats. Let me tell you something, fam. Caping for the Democratic Party does not make you a card-carrying Democratic member, okay? This is how diluted and warped these Black Democratic Shields are. The Black Democratic Shields, they do all of this caping, and it'll lead you to believe that they're actually welcome on the inside. I'm here to tell y'all, fam, these folks are outside homeless Democratic Shields. They can't come inside. This is why you don't never see them, fam. Van Jones don't give no speeches at the Democratic National Convention. You don't see that. When has Angela Rye ever gave a speech at the Democratic National Convention? Joyless Reed or Roland Martin? They just had the Democratic National Convention, fam. They have them every few years. You ain't seen not near Democratic Shield, who's always running their damn mouth, trying to get Black Americans to vote blindly. You ain't seen not near one of them behind the damn podium. You know why? Because they not welcome and they not accepted. It's going to get to the point where you don't see Barack Obama or Michelle Obama. Because guess what? The same thing that Joyless Flea and Roland Martin are going through, this cancelization of the Black Democrat, they doing the same damn thing to Barack Obama. Barack Obama's #1 ops right now are W liberals. Because guess what? He couldn't rock us to sleep. When you lose the power to try to hurdle up Black Americans or to confuse Black Americans, you are rendered useless to the dominant society, whatever political party your ass is associated with. Because in the religion of W supremacy, your ass don't need a job, can't have a job, better go find a job. So by foundational Black Americans being the regulators that we are 24/7 real time, we done shut down both political parties. And now you're going to see both of those shields on each party slowly get them phone calls and then them pink slips and them eviction notices. And FBA is going to be right here as it all gets handed out. Watch them crash out, blackout. Let me show y'all even further, fam, what I'm meaning and what I'm saying. These people ain't got nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and we are all for it. Roland, they done spotted you and they've seen you, and now, folks, it's just roasting you for recreation.
But he did have, they said he had on the leopard skin, he on the salt and pepper leopard skin G-string. Yeah. You said the boy Roland had on a leopard skin salt and pepper G-string. You know what I'm saying? Quality cut. You know what I'm saying? Will you have will your sensual reason? Yeah, your boy Roly Moly got caught on camera getting this brown round rug. And if you don't think that's rough, oh my goodness, they said the man must got a medical condition because they said your boy got.
Let's just say his career is not the only thing that's MIA. They roasting you, Roland. Terrible. Now to this. Fam, watch this. Watch cautiously. Watch carefully. And tell me, what do you see? How many of y'all seen this? A Houston funeral home operator accused of stealing $2.2 million estate appears in court. Family, this sounds like some of them folk that Roland is very, very cool with. Yes, it does. And you're going to hear by the tone in this person's voice, perhaps maybe they're plugged in with Roland in some of those photos. But then I'm going to show y'all something that you might missed. Watch this. Skittles bag activities.
I don't have anything to say. I don't get out of my face, bitch. Did you I don't have nothing to say. Did you know? I don't have nothing to say. Get out of my face.
How did you make an $800,000?
Get out of my face. Find something to make. Get you some shoes that look good. Don't worry about it. Where your uniform you got on?
Okay.
Yeah, she has no comment. At this point, she has no comment on advice of counsel. I'm not going to allow her to make any kind of statement.
Did you forge those documents?
Did your mother forge them? Did your mom forge them?
Where did that?
Maybe your mom forged them. Come on out of the way, baby. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. They were for you to eat for lunch. Stupid bitch. They were for you to eat.
Fam, tell me you saw it. Did you see who was snooping in the background, trying to recruit a new candidate? Fam, they're trying to recruit new Skittles for the new Skittles bag. Tell me you seen who was in the background. Tell me you saw it, y'all. Let me show y'all one more time in case you missed it.
Where did that?
Maybe your mom forged them. Come on out of the way, baby. Get out of the way.
Right there, family. Right there in the background. If you was watching carefully, we seen goddamn Roland. Roland was in the. Tell me you seen Roland in the background. He had the lipstick on, eyes bucking, hairline missing, and he was trying to get him a brand new recruit. I knew y'all would see it. Man, I love my certified foundational Black Americans. He was in the background. He had the camera. Maybe that's the same camera that took the photographs. Maybe that's where the leaked photos came. Maybe this person right here teamed up with that other person on the damn photos. They put out this clip, and Roland Martin was the main one who was seen, saw, and spotted. We have a suspect, we have a culprit, and we have a break in the case, family. You can't run from these people. They're everywhere you turn around. He looking too, boy. Ain't he watching? He watching, family. He said, oh boy, wait till that damn elevator door close. And then guess what happened on top of that, fam? Damn. Lorenzo Starr popped up too. So from Lorenzo Starr all the way to Bussy Bra, you're going to see more of these individuals pop up every damn where. And you're going to see these individuals pop up clearly. Because family, one thing about certified foundational Black Americans on the certified side, we watch it, we witness it, but you can't tell us that we weren't right when we called it all the way out. That part. Let me say this as well. When the rumors came out and people were talking about what happened with Roland, a lot of folks was like, damn, I was shocked that it was a woman. They thought it was a man. But let me just tell y'all, if you're getting accused of what this man got accused of, it may not have been a man this time, but it was the man the last time or the next time. And we certified all the time. Certified salute. Family, appreciate the love, appreciate the respect. Y'all already know we in here cooking. Got another one for y'all. Y'all stay good, man. Y'all know we had to go ahead and bring it. I told everybody we was going to bring that fire. We was going to bring that smoke, fam. We was going to connect all the dots. So we have solved the case. We know exactly what happened. We'll let all the facts come out, okay? All the allegedness will come out. All the Skittles will come out. And they can go over there and they can have that filth, whatever the hell they got going on them plantations, because we ain't a part of them. So they can go ahead and be their degenerate democratic selves, okay? And foundational Black Americans, we better than everybody else. That go for the Republicans too. That go for everybody. Because if you ain't foundational Black American, then you ain't talking to foundational Black America. And if you ain't talking to foundational Black America, then don't talk to me, because we certified all the time regulators. Peace and love. Fam, y'all stay good. Y'all was on fire tonight. Man, I love the chat tonight. Y'all was on one. I'm going to remember every damn thing. Can't wait to double up and bring it back. Much love and respect to the team, family. We'll keep this thing going, keep this thing pushing. Certified salute to everybody. I want y'all to stay locked on in to the Black Alpha Network, and family, just start keeping track of all these victories and all these wins, man, because that's all we keep on doing. That's all we keep on doing, fam. These folks is losing their jobs. These folks is losing their residence. They got to go back home. They got to go to a third party in the third world. Foundational Black Americans, we the only ones still standing on business. That mayo jar is cracked wide open, okay? And foundational Black Americans, we ain't pivot. We ain't moved off our square, and we getting better every single second. So love it and rejoice in it, fam, and I'll catch you back on the other side. So remember, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, always remember that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Y'all knew Black Alpha was going to get him. Yes, the hell I was. Checkmate on that. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Certified salute. Let's go.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.